What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
I gotta say, Mikey, that's an all-timer.
Just be in the car. Why can't you? Why can't you? Can't you?
Yo,
Why
if you
can't
send me that
can't
track, it will definitely play in my car.
I have to send out some royalties checks to Uncle Roro. So my uncle, my real uncle, his name is Roland, and I was living down there for the summer, and we're sitting there watching like NCIS or some dog shit, some regular ass show. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Rolo's candy and their commercials.
Yes.
So tell me why that motherfucker said, Rolos, get your smooth on. And then I look over at him and he just kind of shoots me a wink. I'm like, fuck this. Fuck this. I mean, I'm sitting right there and he's just like, get your smooth on. I was like, you're not that cool. You're not that cool. It was pretty fucking
Oh my God.
cool. I was like, man, you got a cool moment just because your name, man.
He was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. That's comedy, you know?
Yeah.
It's all about timing. Hello, beautiful people. I'm hilarious. That was
tragedy plus time equals comedy. So there's going to be a lot of comedy coming up, Mikey.
That's why we're here. The Earth's jesters. Let us welcome our flock. Hello, banana Republicans.
Banana Republicans.
That's how we get through this.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, you're supposed to put in the title, the government was open today.
Oh, let me change it. Is it?
No, it's not open. We were supposed to troll some fucking people with it.
Oh, right. It's not too late.
It's not too late. Do it.
All right, let me see. What do we do? Oh shit. Chat. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. All of you people who are here right now, focus up. Lock in real quick. We're gonna rage bait everybody in here. Oh, McKinnon, perfect. McKinnon, we need to change the title of the video, but we need to make it like something to the effect like the government's open, the Democrats caved. So let's give this like 4 minutes and workshop this. You were saying.
Okay, I think we should put in the title breaking news, government shutdown ends.
Breaking news, I think, is a non-start. Like that has to be there.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree, unanimous consent. We're gonna at least start it with breaking news. All caps, correct?
All caps. Breaking news, all caps.
Yes.
Shutdown over. Democrats cave.
Should I put a Z on news?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
And then maybe either one exclamation point or like an unreasonable amount of exclamation points.
Well, keep in mind, when you advocate for exclamation points, that's less characters down the line because you only get so much that fits.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You only get like 60 characters that fit in that first byline.
Well, we know that you guys know the government shutdown's not over.
Right. We're trying to do what everyone else does and make a bullshit title, the Trump and shutdown with Truth Social. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one.
That's strong. But can we bring in insulting the Democrats in some fashion? Can I get some of that sprinkled on there? Can you put some Salt Bae some Democrat on there?
What if we make a slight tweak to this? All right. So breaking news: Trump ends shutdown. Call Schumer loser.
No. It's very MSNBC of you. Okay. We are under 90. We're going to try and target someone. And Trump leaks from his administration and his pants. I don't know.
Breaking news: Trump ends loser Democrat shutdown by executive order. Ooh, how about Trump ends loser Democrat shutdown?
Okay.
I don't think you need the executive order stuff. That might be just extemporaneous.
I don't know if it'll fit anyway. Let's see what else we got.
But Trump ends loser Democrat shutdown. That's a good one. That's something Trump would say.
I just read this.
Oh yeah, well, the DocuSign hasn't really made it to Mikey yet.
Trump has a stroke, wakes up woke. He Fetterman's.
Speaking of Fetterman, throughout the shutdown, the guy's like, "Why are we not siding with the Republicans on this? They just want a clean CR. Like, don't we want to open the government?"
So
he's
full
been
of shit.
he's been voting for this shit the whole time.
Oh man, I just saw this. Hold on a second. Had to administer first aid to a schoolboy who was knocked off his bike this afternoon by a drunk driver. Driver didn't even stop at the junction, plowed straight into the young lad who was on his bike.
Jeez.
Holy shit. Thankfully, the young
Jeez.
lad is alive, but is badly injured with a suspected broken femur. Whew.
Yeah, those broken femurs. There was a pro wrestler who just broke his femur falling wrong, and he's out for like 2 years.
You see Tyreek Hill's knee?
No, yes.
Oh my God. Are you crazy? Can't you just talk to anybody? But the police arrived in 5 minutes. The land ambulance arrived just as the air ambulance landed. Whew, man.
Breaking news: government shutdown is over. You won't believe how fast we did it.
No one
I
has
don't know
ever
if we have
said
enough
it.
characters for that.
Trump and Schumer cave.
Mike Johnson wins.
Mom Donnie wins. Like
Mom
something.
Donnie wins. Oh, Mom Donnie and shutdown. Mom Donnie and
Oh, Mayor Mom Donnie.
shutdown. Yeah, he's debating Cuomo.
Yeah, we might have to watch that tonight instead of doing our show. I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring that up last night, but I forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, a debate. We haven't had a debate in months. I gotta dust off my debate clothes.
You boys might have to start it without me. I've got to do damage control for the local Democrats. We have a meeting tonight and figure out what the fuck happened.
She can watch the show.
Putin ends loser Democrat shutdown.
Charlie Kirk's ghost ends now.
Our Lord and Savior, Charlie Kirk. Mikey, I want to bring your attention to something real quick.
Okay.
And this has nothing to do with anything we're talking about right now. But
Okay.
I was perusing the news, and for some
With your
reason,
pants
One
down?
Piece is what?
Chrissy might have had it. Big breaking news nobody saw coming. The best, most beautiful shutdown deal ever. What was the one McKinnon said? I gotta star that one.
Where's that? Here we go. I got to do all this stupid add the tab and not the thing. So there was a coup in Madagascar.
Yeah.
And you'll never fucking guess what the symbol of this coup was.
The country's president fleeing, saying, I was forced to find a safe place to protect my life. The military seizing power in the political vacuum. Young people in the island nation have been on the streets for weeks. Their protests sparked by shortages of water and electricity, but snowballing into demands for widespread reform.
For context, they would go half a day.
Yeah.
With no water. Just the pipe just doesn't turn on. And then they would turn it back on. And then the electricity, rolling blackouts all throughout the fucking day. No, like literally pocketing the money for the infrastructure. to the point where it is literally causing outages for no reason. They got pissed.
Form of a system they say is corrupt and unjust. And now the crisis reaching boiling point. Speaking from a secret location in exile, President Andry Rajoelina attempting to dissolve the...
That's like a Bond villain. Fucking speaking from a secret location in exile.
Don't try to track the phone call, Batman.
Who is he? Napoleon Bonaparte? Come on.
National Assembly. Instead, lawmakers voting to impeach him. And then an elite army unit announcing it was taking control. Protesters welcoming the apparent military coup, even though it isn't clear when or... Protesters welcoming the apparent military coup, even though...
Mikey, do you know that flag from anywhere?
I don't know, Straw Hat. You tell me.
So apparently the Straw Hat pirate flag from One Piece is their symbol for their revolution. One
Piece is a manga and anime about a young sailor pirate boy who's going to be king of the pirates, and he has a straw hat and a red vest, and he stretches his arms a lot. It's a whole thing. But that's his little flag and like his logo. It's like that skull, but he has like a little straw hat on.
It isn't clear when or
it's
if
like it's like a red
rule will
red
be
straw
restored.
hat. No, yellow.
It's straw, Tim.
Right. His outfit is red.
The uprising in Madagascar comes after other mass Gen Z protests in Asia and North Africa.
The young people, they're aware of what other young people have done in other parts of the world. And the reason they're spreading so fast is the social media.
In Nepal, young people overthrew their government and set fire.
There we go.
The One Piece. There's the official.
Oh, it's got a red band. I see.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yo, why is One Piece becoming a symbol of the revolution?
Do I need to watch that show?
It's too long.
Yo, you know what I'm about to do? Fucking skip all intros, skip all outros. As soon as I feel like that shit's done, I'm just going to the next one and then I'm skipping intro. In One Piece, they also fight the corrupt government and the bourgeoisie. All
right. Communist.
So they learned. So they watched. See the beauty of manga. You can teach people lessons.
One Piece is.
Hi, Lurkin.
Is that a real fire or a fake one?
I can't believe they did that to their house. That was such a bad idea. Bad call.
I think One Piece is one of the big three that I haven't really seen. Like
you haven't seen
Naruto,
Dragon Ball?
No. I mean like the shonen big three for like the early 2000s. I watched Naruto. I watched Bleach. I haven't really seen One Piece.
To state buildings, enraged by a lack of opportunities and a ban on social media. While in Morocco, demonstrators demanding the government spend less on new stadiums.
Pause. Context for the Nepal one. So they're going through all these financial woes, and the fucking royal brats are all over Instagram and TikTok and shit, bragging about all the cool shit they have while everyone is suffering.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's never good.
So the solution was ban social media.
For the 2030
not a good solution
for the whole country.
Hospitals and schools. The protesters around the world share a common anger of youths who feel badly let down by their elders, and a common symbol. This Jolly Roger flag, originally from the anime series One Piece, has become a mark of rebellion worldwide.
This is gonna be our mark?
Sure is.
The comic follows the Straw Hat Pirates, traveling to different islands fighting oppressive leaders, something we covered last month.
I think youth gravitate towards them because they feel like they're part of youth culture.
The flag spotted in Indonesia, Nepal, France, and more, and waved by protesters in Madagascar, who are tonight
Peru and
celebrating the
Argentina.
major turn of events, part of a global young generation demanding to be heard as the world waits to see where they'll rise up next.
You know, it's literally like
The Zoomers
fucking-
are on the rise.
there's literally like a straw hat rebellion going on.
We live in interesting times, Tim.
We live in interesting times. So did we arrive at a final title?
Uh-oh. This is other breaking news. Yeah, they're gonna try it with everybody. They're gonna ruin that poor I forget her name. I keep wanting to say Elena Haba, but that's the other one.
Was it Letitia James?
No, the lady who's been in the position for what is it, 11 days now, and she's had to fucking indict Comey and
that insurance lawyer.
Yeah, that poor lady doesn't even have
she's,
doesn't even have a law degree in the state. Like, it's bad. And the worst part, well, nerd shit here for a second. So, Tim, were you aware that it is written in the stone tablets, in the Constitution, that the president that the president is allowed to elect this person, right?
Yes.
They're allowed to put them into that position. It is written in the rules. It doesn't say you get to put more than one.
Right.
She may not be valid. All of this shit can be thrown out and dismissed off rip because she's not allowed to do the job. He's allowed one person, and that one person is supposed to last you throughout your entire administration. Choose wisely. Right. He fired him because he wouldn't fucking indict Comey. That was your bite at the app. That was your dude to do all of your shit with, and you fired him. So anyone you put in there they can be a placeholder, but there is no validity to any of the claims because you have to be in that position to bring forth charges. None of these people, they could get it all thrown out.
He fired the guy because the guy said, I couldn't find the evidence to charge Comey. He's like, it's not that I don't want to. It's that the evidence doesn't exist. There's no reason to indict him. And they got him. They got him on some fucking lying to Congress shit that like only one person ever has been prosecuted for.
And he didn't lie.
Right.
The thing that they're trying to bring him up on charges for already went to court. This is going to be a very quick court case. Because number one, they can throw it out because she's invalid. They can claim that she's invalid and she's not supposed to have the position, or her pro temp position needs to be given powers by Congress because no one gave her powers, just the person that the president appointed.
Yeah, and listen, it's not that we like or care about James Comey. The dude fucking ruined an entire election because he thought that he could put his thumb on the scale.
Does she have the servers or no?
She didn't.
Okay.
I mean,
did she have the hard drives or no?
Putting out how long before the election did he put out that letter? It was a couple of weeks, right?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a motherfuck. She stole Bernie's spot anyway. This is what happens when you're a cursed candidate and you fucking sacrifice
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Except for Bernie Sanders, there are no heroes in that election.
And she is one of the villains. Oh, Hillary would have. Yeah, living under fucking Hillary would have been great. Fucking Pat.
I mean, it would have been better than Trump.
Who fucking knows what her super predator loving ass? I'm still not over that shit. You can't be racist to me one day and expect me to ever forget that shit. Ever. Never. Fuck the Clintons. Go to fucking Epstein's Island and retire there.
Agreed.
Go write books. Do your interviews from that fucking weird fucking yellow blue house shit they got on the corner.
You know, maybe that's how they pick their candidates. Maybe they had to have gone to Epstein Island.
It seems that way, huh?
Maybe that's the actual Illuminati. Like the people who go to Epstein Island, those are the people that run the world.
How come you ain't putting no bombs over there?
We need to see that list.
We've been blowing up everything in the goddamn Caribbean. You ain't put one missile on that motherfucking rape island? Are you kidding me? Shit.
Where's
Put that
the list, Trump? We need to know those people.
Give that shit back to the ocean. It is that island is forfeit. No one should go there. Unbelievable. Yeah. Fucking hate that bitch.
They are super predators, no conscience.
Talking about me. She's talking about me. I was a little boy back then when they said that. Talking about me. Fuck her. And she is so full of Botox at this point. She looks like a 3,000-year-old chipmunk. Nasty bitch.
So before we get too far into this episode, I want to remind everyone to like and subscribe, hit all the buttons, and we should put our new title up.
All right, I'm doing it. Breaking news with a Z.
With a Z.
Colon.
//
Trump. Hashtag Trump. What do we say? Oh shit! I can't scroll through the shit because I'm in the edit thing.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll scroll through it. Let's see.
I starred a couple of them.
You start a couple of them. All right, then I'll look up the starred ones. Trump ends shutdown. No, now Trump ends loser Democrat shutdown.
I think that's it. Trump ends. Okay. Let the experiment begin.
The news with a Z is the best part.
What? Please edit the start time. What?
Edit start time for what? The title
What are you
came up.
talking about? Oh, it's changed?
Yeah, it changed. It didn't change on YouTube, but it changed on here. Maybe it takes a minute to go through on YouTube.
Oh, edit. Yeah, see? It's the same. What the fuck? Oh, maybe I have to do it one at a time.
Oh, each individually for the YouTube and the Twitch?
No, it's mad at me because it's like you already... All right, let me just do it that way.
You already have a title. You already have it. You can't pick two.
This is
just like Trump and his U.S. attorneys. You can't have more than one.
This is turning into more work than it's worth. This bit is dying in the window, chef.
Well, I guess I'll have to 86 it.
No, you can't say that anymore.
Oh, why not?
It's a call to violence, apparently.
Saying that we're all out of something?
Yes. You better fucking go get some more.
Listen, all Comey said was that we're all out of President Trump.
Stop serving it.
We're going to stop serving him. We're all out.
Yeah. Okay. I did it.
You did it?
Experiment begin.
Ooh, yes, it has changed. And the hashtag worked.
Great.
All right, everyone play along.
That's just in from...
What do I use as inspiration for my comedy? Most recently...
He just roasts me the whole time. I got this co-host. Just dogging me out.
Most recently, it's been stuff that's happened to me and sort of just like the absurdity of the system. Like, I try not to do comedy that's very news headline-y because it dies real fast. And plus, everyone already has their takes. Like, it's hard to do comedy when the news cycle is like an hour. But I do... My most recent bit is based on my mom because we had a ridiculous conversation and I felt that it needed the people needed to know. It's about UFOs and here's the bit, and I recorded it. I'll post it later, but I had a conversation with my mom a few weeks ago and we were just having like a regular, like boring ass conversation. And in the middle of it, she's like, Timothy, I need you to be open-minded. And that's usually a red flag. That's usually like she's about to say something wild. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, whatever. She's like, no, politically, I need you to be open-minded. And I was like, sure, what is it? And in my head, I'm like, did she discover who Charlie Kirk was? Is she watching Joe Rogan? What's going on here? And she's like, do you believe the government is hiding UFOs and aliens from us? And I said, really? That's it? Just UFOs, like the oldest conspiracy theory. And she's like, she's way into all the conspiracy theories, all of them. I don't think she's a flat earther, but besides that, I wouldn't put anything past her.
That's early.
So I'm like, what do you mean? Like UFOs, aliens? That's all old hat, man. We've already been there. And she's like, well, there's this guy who ran for office, like for a third party guy in like the 60s and 70s. I forget what his name was at this point, but his platform was, if you elect me president, I will release all the UFO information.
Epstein file.
Well, that we're getting to that. So this dude was like, I'll release all the UFOs, the Area 51, all that stuff. I'll put it out there so the American people know. And then when she asked again if I believe that like the government is keeping that stuff from us, I'm like, no. If Trump found out that we had UFOs and aliens, he would have told us about it.
They're actually part of my family.
Right.
We've been here for 1 trillion years.
He would have said it day one. Someone told him,
I killed him myself with my bare hands.
By the way, there's aliens. By the way, I'm meeting with them next week in the Oval Office. We're gonna do great. Like
they're gonna fucking pay tariffs.
Trump can't keep secrets that aren't his.
He told Arnold Palmer dick business.
And I was like, so yeah,
his dick is safe.
if he found out that aliens existed, Mikey's right. They would have been tariffed already. We would have been having alien technology at a 50% markup.
Damn, bro. Teleporters with 50% on top. Damn. Can't do this shit no more.
But yeah, that's usually my comedy is either comedy about me having ADHD or some crazy conversation that I've had, because political takes are hard, especially when the news cycle moves so fast.
You should do an entire set based on the food truck. And just tried. And just go in there wearing some like fake dirty chef's whites and just fucking sit there with like a big cup of water, just fucking sucking it down, sweating already. Like, fucking let me tell you about today. Let me tell you.
There was a comedian at one of the local comedy clubs, and his bit would be that he was a local like city bus driver, and like he got off the bus just to do a 5-minute set. So the people in his bus he's like, guys, wait 5 minutes, I'll be right back.
Right.
And that was his whole bit.
I gotta cook real quick. I've already talked to the aliens. They've agreed to a 20% tariff. And with the tears in their eyes, they were big tears, because they have big eyes. Some people don't know that. They love me.
That's hilarious.
Is Area 51 near Area 52 asking for an international friend? Yes.
Yes. Oh, he would be like, Area 51, it's the best Area 51 we have.
Would you guys like to know would you guys like to know the truth about Area 51? Come close. Skunk Works. Google Skunk Works. Skunk Works.
No one else has a better Area 51 than us.
Skunk Works. Worse than aliens. Actually, that's where we got all of our cool planes from. Like they developed the Nighthawk, the Blackbird.
Oh yeah,
all that cool stuff.
Yo, the Blackbird was so cool.
Area 51 is where we make our super cool jets. That's why no one is allowed anywhere near it from any other countries, and we block it with all that shit. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it's where you get all the experimental jet fighters from and whatnot.
The X program.
Yeah, America was cool for a while with all those fighter jets, but we ain't cool no more.
I'm trying to find Area 57 where they keep all the beans and ketchup. Just walking around with 2 pieces of toast. Come on. It's got to be here somewhere.
I got a loaf of bread.
And I'm just running behind with the toaster. Come on. I think it's this way. The alien said, and those aliens said, sir, with those big eyes and stuff, things looking over her. Ramble. They took that eye stalk and pointed it right at me. Yeah. That's
what is Heinz hiding?
The people need to know. You're going to make us live here and you won't tell us the truth. So this is, we'll get into topic 1 here. Unfortunately, this is another I told you so moment. And it's not in a good way. It's in a horrible way. Because when we said back then that this Doge, experiment that they were fucking doing, was going to kill people. Okay. I would ask why, but it sounds like you're already gone. Yeah, it doesn't cost any money. It's free.
Oh, hey, YouTube is back. Fucking YouTube.
Not changing shit. Kiss my ass. It's our channel. Everyone else gets to be fucking inflammatory.
Hey, the Dark Lord Greg gave us a Prime subscription.
Yay. Oh, thank you. For the Bezos Buckaroonies. I guess I should just leave this open.
Thanks to Greg Smash on Twitch. I do feel like every once in a while we do neglect the old Twitch.
Typically, no one's over there.
Yeah.
Like if I see someone say something in the chat and it's got the little Twitch guy next to it, I'll go over there and look. But usually by the time I get over there, it's back to 0. So I was like, okay. YouTube is where we live.
But if we get those sweet, sweet Prime subs.
All right.
All right, we can continue with our lives now.
Yeah, back to the horror.
I want to show you this map with some of the totals that we've seen. The area that Rebecca was just talking about, Kipnuk, right over there, one of the hardest hit, highest water levels, nearly 10 feet.
Like, what the fuck?
10 feet is fucking crazy.
Over here in Tots.
Like 2 feet is bad, especially if you have a basement. Like if you get 2 feet of water, that is your whole house ruined, damn near.
Yeah.
To view, water levels cresting over 4 feet. And over here, a little area between Nelson Island and Kipnuk, the water's reached close to 11 feet. Lauren Maxwell spoke with several people today who live in that area, sharing stories of survival from a village called Nightview.
This village, and then
so you can kind of see like kind of how, because these are like fishing villages, you know what I mean? Like live simple lives, don't really do too much, nothing really exciting ever happens. You can see how the houses are constructed. If they knew that fucking 10 feet of water was coming, they would have gotten out of the fucking way. I think they would have been like, 10 feet is too much for me. You know, it's not like these people were like, you know, those weirdo Florida people like, I'm not leaving. You'll never get me off my land. fake hurricanes you make.
It reached all the way up to that boardwalk line.
For people in the village of Nightmute, the devastation is all around. Charles Post says his village is full of flooded homes people can't or won't go back to.
And people who are still scared of what happened are not going back yet. And some that were evacuated, I believe they're still there.
Hey, but fuck them. They're native, right? You know, who needs NOAA radar and weather balloons and satellites? And warning systems? Who needs it over there? You know, fuck those guys. Who they should get their own. Unbelievable. The richest fucking person on the planet cut their ability to be warned about fucking storm surges.
Right.
The richest dude ever. Come on.
They're hanging out and they have no plans or what they're going to do next.
J. Dahl Jr. left Nightmute for the neighboring village of Tuksuk Bay.
Since my parents' house was pretty full and I didn't have a place to stay.
The night of the storm, he used the light on his cell phone to navigate the water and rescue families from their flooded homes.
And I was walking in the water the whole time up to my chest, actually. And it was pretty bad, so yeah.
Pretty bad describes what's left, but not just here. Many Nightmute families have homes in a fish camps.
Oh, where is it? There it is.
Oh.
550 subs from Alistair Kerr. Let me get to the YouTube. Switch it over.
Yeah, you do that. I'll get the button ready.
No, I will button it. Thank you. Thank
What?
you very much. I no, it didn't work last time, Tim.
What?
We both
me off, man. Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm saying. You won't let me talk. You just cut me off, and then no one hears their name because you're not timing it right. First up, Kella. Hella.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Ecus.
And the enemy is the oligarchy.
All right, guys, that shit just pisses me off, man. Okay.
Matt 2150.
I did this. Why can't you?
And finally, David Walker. Welcome to the Banana Republic. And thank you, Canali, for your always welcome and always appreciated generosity. More air horns. Yes. Which they canceled the Hitler. What? Oh, which you canceled hers. I wonder why. But look, these are fishing communities. They live, like this. The ocean is there. They live, a bit off the ocean. If they knew that something bad was coming, they would have gotten out of the way. They have elderly and children, and they got no warning.
Several hours away. It's where Noah Agnes and Eleanor Matthias were when the storm hit, and they left for higher ground.
How we started walking was he held my arm and I held his arm, and both of us locked our arms together.
They climbed through howling winds and deep water.
And as soon as I turned around to see how our fish camp looked like more than half of the house was already gone.
Clinging to each other as they went.
Like every time I'd fall, he'd fall along with me. And every time he'd fall, I'd fall with him. But we never let go of each other during that whole time.
Eventually, they were able to reach a four-wheeler and drive to safety. But when they returned to Nightmute, they found their home had been destroyed. The only positive, their 6 children who were inside managed to safely evacuate. Lauren Maxwell, Alaska's news source.
And where is this in the national press? Did this hit anybody's news feed? Did anybody get warned about it?
I saw it, but it was only like a blurb. It wasn't anything big.
You know who would do great in this situation? The National Guard.
Huh?
They'd be great at handling an emergency. If only we had National Guard troops that we could mobilize to help them clean this up. If only. If only there was some available right now, ready to work.
If only.
This bullshit that they're pulling is, I mean, with the cuts to the funding, like, what are these people supposed to do with no health care now that their
Right.
house has been swept away and had to fucking bob in the water for fucking how many, God knows how many hours? Insane. Insane. And it's fucking Indigenous Peoples Day was like yesterday or whatever, right? And it's their month. And this is how they get treated. Unbelievable. We got a little bit. I found that it was, I mean, Epstein files. Ari Melber and his constant hip hop references usually piss me off. This walk up is what is this? Farage responded with the following: my point was that the 24-week limit is looking like in serious jeopardy, given that we actually spend a fortune saving babies at 22 weeks. Oh, he's a eugenicist now. Perfect.
Who, Farage?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all knew that.
Wow. McKinnon says, I saw this because I've got family in those regions. They were Yupik, and my family is Tlingit. But the tribes are close. See? So those people don't deserve the same fucking warning that everybody else does? The fuck is that? That shit was hitting Manhattan, you would have fucking put some buoys in the water and some fucking balloons in the air and scanned the fucking clouds. When Sandy happened, y'all fucking knew it was coming. It's bullshit. Unbelievable. But since we're not supposed to be talking about the Epstein files, it is only a matter of time before was it Grijalva? Before Grijalva is going to be sworn in after winning her special election in Arizona. They're going to have the votes for, what is it called again? I keep forgetting. The direct petition?
Discharge petition.
Discharge petition. And then we're going to see. But let's remind ourselves. Let Ari take it from the top.
The Epstein case has many details and open questions. Our timeline today focuses on the key facts and developments, starting in March 2005, when local police in Palm Beach, Florida, began a...
And I'm going to add on, and Tim, you can too, if there's any like timeline points that you want to add on there. Because he started in 2009.
Okay.
He did not say that him and Epstein and Trump are already best friends. This is in the middle of best friends.
Probe into Epstein, investigating reports of abusing victims as young as 14. The local case led to Epstein's indictment for a single count of soliciting prostitution in 2006, not the more serious alleged conduct. In fact, the lead detective in the Palm Beach office referred the case to the FBI to look at the more serious crimes, and those federal investigators began probing allegations. In 2008, Epstein reached a deal with the Bush administration's federal prosecutors to take that local Florida conviction for soliciting prostitution with an adult and a minor.
And who was that prosecutor? Or who was the judge in that?
Who was the judge in that?
Oh, this will be fun.
I don't know this
Epstein
one. I don't know this
got a
far back.
lenient, short prison sentence and an unusual agreement that the Bush DOJ would not prosecute Epstein further, or 4 of his co-conspirators, or any others. Bush DOJ prosecutors also agreed to keep the deal secret and not inform Epstein's victims about it. A judge later found the Bush DOJ secrecy deal was illegal, violating those victims' rights.
You know, is he a Scientologist?
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Because I thought that's how him and Danny and all them were all connected. they were in I know they were on the show together, but I thought they were Scientology pals after that.
Scientology pals.
Just says
Sounds
yes.
like a horrible television
He's
show.
Scientology adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
there's
he's
something-
Scientology adjacent.
And that's totally like their fucking bag, right? They love that fucking super surveillance, have all these secrets on people. Like them, like Scientology and Epstein are not only birds of a feather. You know, it's the same fucking scheme.
Yeah.
Fucking get bad information on people and then extort them for the rest of their lives for enormous sums of money.
Yeah, he was raised Catholic, but then switched.
They're saying he was. Okay. Oh, Demi Moore. I used to love me some Demi Moore. Do a bunch of shit for Scientology and network with them while not technically being in it. There you go. They said we're not giving up the password to our phone, but we will ride with the boys. Interesting.
It says that he practices Kabbalah, which is related to Judaism somehow.
Anyway.
From the start, Epstein got this unusual protection from the government in this period, a Republican administration, Bush. And Epstein was a rich, powerful figure. He had ties to people in business and politics. He hired a Republican-connected lawyer, former independent counsel Ken Starr.
Oh, Ken Starr, I know that guy.
In that deal. Now, another 9 years went by, and then the Miami Herald reported an Epstein expose on the allegations of his conduct and that Bush-era prosecutor who cut the sweetheart deal. That investigative report gained traction, partly because of a tie to Trump, who promoted the very prosecutor, Alex Acosta, to his cabinet.
There he is.
The headline at the time,
Alex
how
Acosta. He's the one that got him the sweetheart 1 year deal where he could leave throughout the day and just come, sleep at the jail.
Just do whatever he wants, man. You
travel around, destroy evidence, do whatever you want.
Official gave a serial sex abuser the deal of a lifetime. And that public pressure from the Herald drove a new federal probe. Internal DOJ reviews would show Acosta had poor judgment in the case, and that the blanket immunity offers for Epstein and others were just indefensible, leading to a fairly swift federal indictment of Epstein on far more serious sex trafficking charges. And the pressure drove the original prosecutor Trump had promoted, Acosta, to resign around this time. And in a key decision, a judge denied Epstein bail, forcing him to be incarcerated before any trial. It was just over a month later, August 2019, when Epstein was found dead in his cell. The situation was suspicious. Officials there broke several protocols. Epstein was a high-profile detainee. He'd been placed on suicide watch, which was then quickly lifted. Guards failed to do required inspections the very night of his death. And a lot of questions were hanging over all of this.
No, this is all the Democrats.
It's all the Democrats.
Because, I'm trying to, steel man their position. Like, oh, yes, Biden knew and kept it under. It seems like as soon as, motherfuckers started figuring out, yo, what the fuck is going on down there? But hey, go on, Ari.
So let's go even further ahead, all the way up to 2019 and what happened after that. Because key videos went missing. Trump Attorney General Barr even admitting the prison made mistakes then, but claiming that he personally reviewed prison video which showed no one entering the cell. And with Epstein dead, prosecutors turned to a co-conspirator who might have benefited from that original Florida case being shut down, what I told you about. They went ahead and indicted Ghislaine Maxwell for helping Epstein's sex trafficking, a case brought by a career prosecutor, Maureen Comey, daughter of former FBI Director Comey. And her work continued on when the Biden administration took over. She won Maxwell's conviction and this 20-year prison sentence. Then, during the 2024 campaign, the questions and theories about Epstein's crimes and special treatment were heating up on the right. It was a problem for Trump, given that he promoted the original prosecutor, that he oversaw the DOJ, which failed to answer questions or have transparency about whatever happened in that prison cell. So Trump tried to go on offense, vowing to declassify and release Epstein's files. And his attorney general took over that message and advanced it in office, now infamously claiming that she had the client list on her desk, which she later contradicted because shortly after, the DOJ released an alternate video from the prison. But the key video that shows Epstein's cell door is either lost or hidden. It's never been released.
You know, we accidentally taped over it.
Those damn cassette tapes.
You know, back in the 90s, you're like, oh man, but it was the playoffs. I didn't know that was our wedding anniversary. Damn.
Nobody labeled the tape.
You got to label these things.
And Bondi released the now infamous memo that said they wouldn't provide any other Epstein documents. So Bondi went from saying there was a client list to there wasn't. She was lying then or lying now. The DOJ memo then said there was no other Epstein info that was going to be released, which ignited that firestorm of criticism we all lived through. And given the broken vows, that couldn't hold. Trump soon contradicted his own DOJ's memo and saying he would try to get grand jury material released, but those are limited transcripts. A lot of the big Epstein information is in the Trump DOJ. They could release it anytime.
I forgot about something.
What?
Remember when the survivors of Epstein and Ghislaine, when they were up there with Marjorie Taylor Greene and everybody else, you know what they were crying and they were telling their stories and stuff like that. But they also said, we know who abused us.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't put out the list, we'll give the list to whoever the hell we want to.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
One judge has denied this. And as the Trump administration's contradicting claims drew more heat on its secrecy, the DOJ then sent this former Trump criminal defense attorney to interview Maxwell in prison and then transferred her to a better prison, an apparent reward for the one person doing any time for Epstein's indicted federal crimes. Your reaction to this reporting about the apparent unusual or special treatment for Maxwell?
It's offensive to the survivors. You know, the survivors are at the center of this, and they often get forgotten. They were in the front of the steps of the Capitol. They talked about being abused and raped at the age of 13 or 14, about having to go recruit other junior high girls, knowing that they would get abused by Maxwell and Epstein. And they found it so outrageous that there was any talk of giving Maxwell lenient treatment, given what she
You just say Ghislaine. Yeah. two British pounds. Ghislaine. That's how you pronounce it, right? Did I say it wrong? Ghislaine.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Fucking monster of a person.
Had done.
Thank you, Tim.
To those women.
Not you, the good Tim.
I just, on an emotional
I'm the
level,
good
am
Tim.
outraged by this, and I don't understand how this has become a partisan issue.
All right, vote in the chat. 1 for Tim on screen, or 2 for Tim in the chat. Which is the superior Tim?
Onions for Tim on screen.
Well, I gotta catch a stray.
Sure, you have survivors who are saying that they want justice.
The administration doesn't seem to care about the substance, the ethics, as you put it, or a term they throw around a lot in Washington, the quote optics.
Are you looking at the chat?
Because as we reported, they rushed to respond to that unusual interview with this special treatment transfer. Can the Congress do anything about that?
Damn, that's...
We absolutely can. And the first thing we need to do is to have the full release of the Epstein files. And here's the state of play on that. We have 217 signatures. We need one more signature to force a vote.
I'm looking for it right now.
Okay.
vote in the House of Representatives.
Oh, you got a couple
it's an
of ones
open
there,
secret
Tim.
that if we get that vote in the House of Representatives,
Now, we
you
need
will
some
have
onions
50,
in this chat.
60 more Republicans defect because they're not going to vote against the release of the files.
What do they call? They call that log rolling or something. Where in the Congress, it's like everyone's ducking it, and then if it happens, everyone jumps on it.
Exactly. You know the terminology.
Native Atheist said 3.
But
He
you
likes
have-
them
so
together.
we've got Adelita Grajova, who a few weeks ago wins her election in Arizona. It's not close, 70-30. It's a blowout election. And for the
That could be bad for the Senate. Sounds like they might be losing a person.
I think the Mitch McConnell news is too new.
Screen Tim? Chat Tim? Porque no los dos? Why not both? K with the $2. Let me get one for K. Let me get this motherfucking
I love Tesla.
I love Tesla.
He ain't saying that shit no more. I know what Tim One's. I know what his kryptonite is. I am not a monster, but I know exactly what kind of phobia
my
he
kryptonite?
has. I know what kind of phobia he has. They're both our Tims, okay? We own both of them, guys. We don't have to have like a peacemaker and his brother situation. Way to go, Chris, you fucking idiot.
past 2.5 weeks, since September 23rd, the Congress has literally been shut down. We didn't come back to vote on the pay for troops, which is ending on a Wednesday, but the president had to rearrange money at the DOD just to pay the troops. Why are we shut down during the Congress? For one simple reason, Mike Johnson knows that the day we have votes, Adelita Grajova gets sworn in, and then we have a 218 signature, and we get the vote in the Epstein files. So we're going to get this done.
Just to slow you down, you're saying once that's sworn in and you're back in regular order, presumably post shutdown, then you all but have the votes.
Once we have votes, whether it's during the shutdown or after the shutdown, that day, Adelita Grajova becomes the 218 signatory. And then 7 legislative days after that, we can force a vote in the Congress, and we will have the votes on the files. But they want what they're hoping, and they've hoped this time and again when they shut down the Congress during the recesses. They're hoping if they just delay this, maybe this issue goes away.
Yeah. And you said, I said log rolling, you said 7 legislative days, a type of day. So we both get one strike on jargon, sir. Let me turn your attention to this CBS report, which was pretty astounding from an investigative view. No indication that when the Trump BOP and DOJ went in there, when Epstein was first found dead, that they ran
Oh my God. If Tim fucking falls into like an acid pit and becomes a supervillain, he will definitely burst out of that bitch with a green cape. Talking about some, I'm Kryptonite. That is definitely your villain name, Kryptonite. And I will be Static Shock because I love that show.
Oh, Chrissy says that he hasn't collapsed, he lost his footing. I was about to say, I'm watching like live Senate footage, and they are not concerned about it.
Blood everywhere.
fingerprints or DNA tests inside the cell. So that's the evidence response team. They didn't.
Yo, they didn't even swab the bitch. They didn't hit it with the dust. Yo, hey, I know I got the cork board behind me, but I mean, this doesn't. I don't even. I like conspiracies. This is just blatant.
According to documents reviewed by CBS,
fun.
ever run those tests. Is that suspicious? And when we look at this misconduct, I want to be very clear with viewers. There could be mistakes and failures by the then Trump Bureau of Prisons that don't involve Epstein being killed. That's one of the questions under investigation. But could have just involved other failures that they didn't.
Oh my God, Tim, I'm Static Shock, and you're my little white friend that I take on adventures with me.
Damn, that's rough.
That's so funny.
That's rough.
I'm riding
Why do I
around.
just got to be the white friend.
He was cool. I don't remember his name right now.
Wasn't he like a tech guy? I mean, yeah, I'll be the tech guy.
Okay. You know, I'm not making you Robin. You know what I'm saying? You just can't
Yeah,
fly around
I
on
know.
manhole covers like me.
I ain't nobody's Robin, that's for sure.
I mean, Dick Grayson, I'd be Dick Grayson Robin. He was the only cool Robin.
Is he the one that becomes Nightwing?
Wasn't the little white friend hit the comedic relief this track so hard? We might low key be the reincarnate. You know how art imitates life, imitates art, imitates life. They made a show from the future about us, and they called it Static Shock. And then I watched it in the past. The shit's fucked up. The show's about us.
Have a lot of interest in getting into. So they didn't
I'm gonna
really
get
do
electrocuted
a thorough
very
probe.
soon.
That's the implication of CBS. At the same time, as you know, the DOJ then was under Democratic control for 4 years. The Inspector General report, as I understand it, was ultimately finished under the Biden era. And it doesn't seem, from what we can tell, that either party running the DOJ at the time has been very thorough about this, been, shall I say, interested in whether it ultimately found errors of any kind by the government, which is why we don't usually trust the government to investigate itself. Your response on that, and specifically on the Biden DOJ part?
Well, there are obviously questions, and I don't think anyone is saying that DOJ under Biden, under Trump, or frankly, for decades since these women haven't had justice.
Anyway, they're running out of hiding places, right? Like they keep trying to hide the football and hide the ball. Like they keep trying to delay this, but I think he's only got 2 weeks left, and these files are going to be out.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to swear the lady in, and she's gonna sign it, and then you got 7 days. And he's gotta conquer Earth in that time, because as soon as his fucking followers find out that he was on that fucking island and fucking around with them and was rooting and tooting with everybody else, he is done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one thing to be accused of being part of something involving children. If they can prove that shit, oh, you're fucking cooked, brother. You is cooked.
I got one for you, Mikey.
Okay.
I think we talked about this yesterday, but I forgot to put it on the playlist. But it's your favorite show, Paper Shuffling with Joe and Mika.
Oh my God. I think I just remembered I have to go scrub my ears with
Pentagon yesterday after
pad.
most news organizations, including MSNBC, refused to sign a new Pentagon press policy. Those new rules would restrict press access to large portions of the Pentagon without an escort. Also states Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth can revoke access to reporters who ask anyone in the DoD for information, classified or not, that has not been approved for release.
Pause real quick.
Reporters
I'm gonna have to go check on her. I think she needs a diaper. I'll say this real quick without spoilering it. The reports of the Pentagon being in complete turmoil because somebody is running around town spending half of his day polygraphing everybody that works for him. I think it was Sagar from Breaking Points. He used to be a reporter for the Pentagon in the DoD. He had to wear his badge. He had to do all this stuff, and he's just like, that is the job, is to get people to leak. The whole point I'm talking to them, like they'll have their official statement, and then like if they want to like off the record give me some background information on it, they can do it that way. He's saying no more talking to the people to confirm or get details about anything. You just take whatever line we give you. That is the line you put onto your broadcast.
Yeah. You can't, they can't even report on stuff that like they tell them that's not classified if they sign this thing. Like if it doesn't come directly from DOJ and Pete Hegseth and their Secretary of Communications, then you can't report it if you sign that pledge.
All right, I'll be right back.
At 4 p.m. yesterday, the deadline set by the Defense Department to leave the building. In a statement, the Pentagon Press Association, which represents over 50 outlets, said the DoD confiscated their media credentials, quote, because reporters would not sign on to a new media policy over its implicit threat of criminalizing national security reporting and exposing those who sign it to potential prosecution. The association said members are still committed to reporting on the U.S. military and mark the moment as what they call a dark day for press freedom that raises concerns about a weakening U.S. commitment to transparency and governance, to public accountability at the Pentagon, and to free speech for all. Earlier this week, Secretary Heggs has said the press access to the Pentagon is a privilege, not a right. Far right-wing cable channel One America News Network appears to be the only outlet that has publicly stated it has signed the Pentagon policy. So, Jonathan, an act of solidarity yesterday. You had Fox News and MSNBC and Newsmax and CNN all together walking out in protest of a policy which explicitly says you can only report what we tell you can report.
Yeah, and that was good to see, that solidarity from a variety of media outlets. And to be clear, these reporters, these places, still going to do their jobs. They can do their jobs from outside of the building. But there are now new obstacles to face here. And there are a couple things at play. First of all, yes, this is the Pentagon trying to drive home its talking points, trying to spoon feed information to reporters, saying you can only report on what we tell you to do. No reporter, of course, is going to abide by that. It's also a very thin-skinned Secretary of Defense who had a rough go of it in his confirmation hearings, who had rough media coverage because of his role in the Signalgate scandal, and he is afraid of being embarrassed in front of the President of the United States. He is someone who still is thought of well by the President, but very few others in the White House, I am told, Joe, and he's being very protective of his image and reputation. But this is a dangerous escalation, trying to curtail press freedoms. The President has mused about doing something similar at the White House. Perhaps Capitol Hill will be next. It is deeply worrisome and another example of this administration trying to deliver an assault against the freedom of the press, freedom of speech.
Jay Martin. It's deeply worrisome, and it's incredibly stupid. I was on a plane one time with Alan Simpson, and he was like, "Hey, boy, okay. You new here?" Wow. And I go, "Yes, sir, I am. You have any advice?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "When somebody in the media calls you, son, even if they're sons of bitches, you call them back that day." You know? And I took it to heart.
Great anecdote, Joe. Don't know who that guy is. Don't know why he was talking to you. Zero context for that one.
When I got on the House floor, I wouldn't go sit with Republicans because they thought like me. I'd go sit first on the Democratic side to see if there were, any bridges to build there. And then I'd go out and I sat in the speaker's lobby, man. I sat in the middle of reporters and stayed there like in between votes. If the votes were going on for hours, I would sit in the speaker's lobby. They thought I was all a right-wing nut, right? I wanted them to know me. I wanted to know them. Yeah. And a remarkable thing happened.
Here you are.
I got really good press.
And you are the press.
When Pete, yeah, and now I am the press. Right. So when Pete Hegseth says, I don't like, you can tell he's a rookie. I don't like what they're writing about me. Instead of being like Alan Simpson and saying, always call them back, talk to them, even if you don't like them, even if they're too tough, even if they're unfair, stay engaged with them.
Totally.
It makes all the difference in the world. I have
Joe
told
Scarborough,
that
keep
to
taking the
presidents, to vice presidents, through over 30 years, when people are seem like they're stuck in their office.
Yeah.
I'm like,
right.
Call in the press, sit down, talk to the people, and start with the people you think are treating you the most unfairly.
Right.
Sit down and don't try to berate them.
Right.
Just talk to them. Tell them what you're trying to do.
Right.
Let them see around the corners. It makes such a huge difference. And so Pete Hegseth now is further isolating himself. So yes, if I could set my hair on fire if I wanted to, actually at the end of the day, and I mean this, and you know this, the person hurt the most by this is, fill in the blank, Pete Hegseth.
Of course. And by the way, it contradicts Trump's whole worldview, too.
Exactly.
Trump is of, by, and for the press, has been his entire public life. He wants press coverage every day. Hegseth isn't getting the hint from Trump.
He only wants certain press coverage every single day. Otherwise, you say anything bad about Trump, or you take a bad picture of Donald Trump like Time Magazine did, and he rails you about it.
But, Joe, the problem, and by the way, I see it in both parties today. A new generation of people coming in view the press as a risk to be avoided rather than an opportunity to be seized. And that's a fundamental mistake. You've got to project confidence, know who you are, and embrace having.
Look at all those media outlets that told Pete Hegseth to go fuck himself. Reuters, AP, The Hill, The Washington Post, Newsmax, New York Times, The Guardian, Washington Times. Like, these are not all liberal outlets. Fox News, NBC, CBS, CNN, Axios. They all did. They all told him to go fuck himself. They said the only one that said yes was OAN. And good riddance. Fucking OAN. Only the most of right. Only the most conservative media outlet went for it.
The media. I think about
Jonathan, Jonathan,
yeah.
I want to follow up on that. Two things. First of all, Donald Trump runs in 2015 and 16. He comes on our show a lot. Everybody's like, why do you have Donald Trump on the show? I said, because we invite everybody on the show.
Sure.
And so he walks through that door.
Yeah, but Joe, why did you go to Kiss the Ring, man? Why did you go to Kiss the Ring when he won the second time? Come on, man.
Lindsey Graham, would call a couple of times as well. We continued that, like in future campaigns. We had a couple of people call us once in a while, but you go back in the 2024 campaign, and I just want you to underline this point again, that the press is not something that you're scared of, something you got to either, if you can't deal with it, don't run for office.
Right.
Kamala Harris's hours being interviewed.
I was like, where's that crinkling come from?
Donald Trump's hours.
My dogs have like toys that crinkle. So I was like, shit, are they like crinkling toys near me?
No, that was just me being an asshole. And also, I'm eating the kids' Halloween candy.
There you go. There you go. Fuck those kids.
I'm officially a dad. It's
You eat all the Halloween candy. They don't get any Halloween candy.
You have an apple.
It's not good for them. It's not good for them.
Go to sleep early. That's what you can have for Halloween.
It's full of ecstasy.
In some cases, yes.
So, Mikey, I just want to draw your attention to this graphic here of all the media outlets that told Pete Hegseth to go fuck himself.
Those are all left-wing outlets.
All these left-wing communist media outlets.
CNN is right there.
Yeah.
NPR, Washington Times, Fox News, ABC.
Communist.
Newsmax, CBS, AP, the New York Times, Task and Purpose. Like, dude, Task and Purpose is like the #1 Warhawk magazine ever.
I mean, so if you want to talk about like the most centrist, it's probably Reuters or the Associated Press, right? They're just out there putting out headlines and writing stories. That's it.
They just report.
And then you go out a further, like, you ever see that graph of like the media landscape and where they rank on like left, right, and all that stuff? Like Newsmax is about as far right as you can get. That's where Chris Cuomo is, and fucking guy who was going to be attorney general until they found out he was too much of a criminal to do it. Matt Gaetz, he's got a show there. And then you got like Axios and the Atlantic and the Washington Times and NPR, what's left of NPR.
So let's thought experiment here. I think left and right are not the only categories. Like, I think there's more than just the
right.
Up and down, left, right.
Right.
I think there's also like the military, like actual military. So like task and purpose, breaking defense. Those are like actual like troop and like soldier and military kind of publications. And I think like something like Axios, The Hill, maybe The Guardian, and those are like DC, right?
Yeah.
Like they have like a completely separate kind of reporting style and reporting demographic than everybody else. So you know what I mean? Like it's like yeah, there's people who are leaning to the left and leaning to the right, but there's also people who are in totally separate spheres, which are kind of non-political, but they're political in a totally different. Like the DC politics is all about who do you know, who helps you, who supports you, that kind of stuff. The people who read Task and Purpose don't give a shit about that.
So here's a list of all the media outlets. And,
Hey, where's
and
us?
Oh, Mikey, I don't think we made the list.
What the fuck?
But they do rank them on I think along the categories you're talking about here. Like fact, it goes from like inaccurate information and fabricated information all the way to fact-based, and then extreme right to extreme left. So it's their quality of reporting and then what their alignment is.
We are extreme fact-based.
So if you want to talk about like, yeah, no, we're all the way at the top here, and then what is it? Then we might be strong left. I don't know if we're hyper partisan. I think we're probably like right here.
I don't feel like we're even partisan. Do your fucking jobs. Like, do what your job says on the paper, and that's
All
it.
right,
And then fucking retire.
Well, we'll put it to the chat. Chat, where do you think we align on this chart? How fact-based are we, and where do we land on the alignments?
Can you make it bigger so people can read it?
Yeah.
It's very small. And I'm getting old, Tim. I don't look it, but I feel it. Like butter spread over too much bread. That's a little better. Not great. Get up.
400%. Get your eyes checked.
Chad, let me know if y'all can read that. You mad at me?
This is 500%.
Where is private eye? Thank you for the super chat, Tim Ballon.
Oh yeah, two British pounds.
Dude, just zoom in on it so we can read it. It's fucking ant speak.
Are you kidding me?
Give me
it's at 500%.
Bro, you're missing the entire thing. We don't need to see the whole chart in its entirety. We want to be able to read the fucking sections. The sections are not legible.
I can't zoom in anymore.
Okay, so here's what you do.
Zoom.
Okay, go back to 100 zoom, right click on the picture and open it in a new tab so you can actually manipulate it.
Now you're gonna have to give me a second. F11.
I'll give you nothing.
Oh Jesus, that's giant.
Oh, what you mean? This is 500%. Oh,
that was 500%. You know what, Mikey? You don't always have to be right. You could
I don't want to be right.
You could just, not.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. Oh, what happened? Go back in.
Well,
that was perfect.
That was the maximum zoom.
It was bigger a second ago.
All right, you want this?
Oh, Muttley says Mike is Al Jazeera and Tim is Fox.
That's messed up, man.
Got him.
Messed up. All right.
Got him.
So,
okay, middle.
So we'll start here. So the left side of the chart is most extreme left, and then also most thorough fact-based reporting. This place is empty. There's nobody here.
Yeah, us. That's us.
And then if you go towards the middle here, they put Pew Research Center as the most fact-based and USA Facts. USA Facts is a government website, I believe, that does government information. Ballotpedia I use a lot. They're pretty good.
And they're more or less a resource at this point because they have such good legacy data on old elections and funding and stuff like that. They track and are like a repository for everything that happens every election cycle.
So Allie said she would place us at strong left and factual. So probably like here.
Outside of the green box.
Just outside the green box.
Because I don't care what nobody say. We don't have to lie. We do not make shit up.
It's true.
It's true. We only go off of what these dumbasses get caught saying on camera or have, transcripts have leaked. Like we only go off of things that are true. That's a non. If you don't have a link to it, then it is a non-starter on this network.
Yeah. But the noteworthy ones here are like PBS NewsHour. It says that they slightly skew left. There's CNN, which CNN skewing left. I don't know about that one.
CNN Web. Is there another one that's
CNN
like the
Web.
legacy one?
Oh, I see. The Associated Press in the middle. That makes sense.
Hold on, Tim. 2 British pounds. Whoa. What the? 2 British pounds. Sound like a goose.
It's a fix. Where's the Onion? I mean, Onion should be somewhere near satire, right?
I can't see the left side anymore, so I don't know.
So here, Opinion.
Go down. Keep just going.
TYT is all the way down here in Opinion.
There's Hasanabi.
Hassan, they said, contains misleading information.
No, he just is way too colorful with his speech.
Yeah, he is very colorful with his speech. They're putting like Chris Hayes all the way here on like
Rolling Stone.
Who made this list? I don't see the Onion.
News.
Pod Save America. Come on, guys.
Oh, Lex Friedman.
Oh, there's
Lex
Midas
Friedman.
Touch. There's Midas Touch.
Oh yeah, that is them. Oh, Chris Hayes. Oh.
I made it bigger.
There we go. That's okay. Don Lemon. The Hartman Report. That's Tom Hartman. Yeah, who made this bullshit is right. This is all over the place.
You know what? They lost their credibility.
Who's that? Go down. What's the blue and red one?
Dumb Gay Podcast?
I've never even heard of that.
I've never heard of that either. And of course, there's Rev Left Radio, Breakthrough News. What's that one you watch all the time, Mikey?
Majority Report?
Not Majority Report. The one they cover news stories that American media doesn't normally cover.
Oh, Democracy Now?
Democracy Now. Well, let's see where Democracy Now lies on this.
And Democracy Now has been going since the 90s.
Look at that. Jake Tapper's all the way here on the left. Fucking Jake Tapper.
I was like, who is the lead? Oh. Oh.
Chris Cuomo. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Come on. All right, Matt Ellsworth. Can you go to the left column again? I'm losing my bearings. Where are we at on the left column?
Yeah, I'll zoom out slightly. There we go.
Yeah, that's
so good. We are on selective, incomplete, unfair, persuasion, or other issues.
Okay, let's start at the top. Sorry, guys. Just start at the top, and then let's just work our way over to the right. You know what I mean? Like, so we can see everything in that column.
All right, so this is most thorough, fact-based, and then hyper-partisan left, and we'll move to the right here.
Okay, so it looks like all the people who are telling the truth are directly in the middle, which makes sense. Because it doesn't skew one way or another, because it's literally fact-based.
And then we got a mix of facts reporting and analysis, or simple fact reporting. So all the decent media outlets are basically this. Like, they do fact-based reporting and a little bit of analysis and opinion, which that makes sense. There's no real outliers here either.
So it's a pyramid, you say?
It does look like to be a pyramid. Okay. They do analysis or a wide variation on reliability. So more opinion.
And there's your Jake Tappers.
There's your TMZ for some reason.
The Lever?
I've never heard of the Lever.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, Fox Business. Yeah, Huffington Post.
Washington Post, Newsweek, Fortune.
I like Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Keeping it real. Is that Jillian Michaels?
I think so, yeah.
Yowzers.
Yeah, Jillian Michaels, yeah.
The Rasmussen Report. Epoch Times. Fox News
Herald,
Web. Yeah. Fox Business Web.
Gingrich 360.
That guy.
That fucking guy.
That
All
fucking
right.
guy.
One level down.
Opinion.
You have opinion. So this is mostly opinion based.
Or wide variation in reliability. So they could
Yeah.
be making a lot of shit up, or they could be very opinionated.
There's TYT.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they need to slide them over to the right. Let's be 100% honest.
Yeah, they need to put them over to the right a little bit. That's like TYT from 10 years ago.
Right. But they don't. But they see their shift as something that is, logical, because that's the only thing that makes sense, is to just throw lose an election.
You got Pod Save America over here, Rolling Stone. There's some Rachel Maddow, a little bit closer to reliable. Jacobin, Daily Beast.
Oh, TYT's down on the reliable part.
Mm-hmm.
They're less reliable. TYT's less reliable than Rolling Stone. I wouldn't take that.
And 5 more left.
I wouldn't take that shit. I wouldn't take that shit. You're not finna insult me by saying I'm less reliable than fucking Rolling Stone. Did you see their greatest singers?
Oh yes, I did see that. Yeah,
I made a whole half an hour, 45-minute video about it over on my channel. The disrespect. Unreal.
Kay says, okay, this whole list is cooked. They gave the Epoch Times credibility whatsoever. That's 100%.
The Fallon
I don't know
Dong
how
style.
to. Yeah. Words. Dyslexia. It's terrible.
Every time they pop up with something, it's like, and the aliens have blown up the moon. It's
Right.
like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, for our UK viewers here, the Daily Mail, centrist almost.
How
do we feel about that one?
That's
Chris
cap.
Cuomo, centrist. That's not New York Post. Come on, guys.
Lex Friedman is a Russian puppet.
Yeah.
When they get done talking.
And here's the right side.
5.
Ooh.
Ben Shapiro.
5. There's Ben. Ben has
Fox
the same
and
credibility. He has the same credibility as TYT.
Yo, they put them on the opposite sides of the scale and that shit balanced. That's embarrassing. The fuck is Faithwire?
I don't know. It says faith versus culture.
Come on, bro.
Hmm?
Come on, man. Go down a step. Go down a step.
Right.
What is the column on the left say?
Speculative, incomplete, unfair, persuasion, or other issues.
I've never watched or checked out the Black Agenda report. What's the Z?
I don't know. Chris Hayes is down there in speculative and incomplete. Come on, guys.
Don Lemon. Oh, poor Donnie.
They hurt Don Lemon.
Hartman report. Tom Hartman, who's supposed to be this progressive guy, but every time I click onto his show, number one, it sounds like there's a VCR running the entire time. I haven't called in to try to tell them, like, you have a fucking annoying whining sound on your broadcast. Okay. Was that it? Oh, all right. Fuck you then. Let your shit sound like ass.
We got Barstool Sports.
That's your boy Dave.
Yeah.
With the pizza reviews.
The Joe Rogan experience.
He about to jump ship.
Ooh, Jesse Waters is down here, and Ingram.
Who's that guy in the middle next to the right of Joe Rogan with the black picture? Who's that?
The Sean Ryan show? Who's Sean Ryan? I never heard of him.
I don't know who that is. Oh. I see the next category, but I won't say anything. Damn, they put Laura Ingraham all the way on the outside.
Yeah, Jesse Waters too. He's all the way down there, man. I like that they
bottom
made
right
Laura Ingraham more credible than Jesse Waters.
That guy is crazy.
Okay. Here we go. The bottom contains misleading info, contains inaccurate, fabricated info, all the way at the bottom.
Okay.
Hassan.
So he contains the least amount of misleading info for the group, I guess, or maybe political tribune.
But then you got, I've never heard of Rev Left Radio or Breakthrough News or the this podcast here.
The Dumb Gay Podcast.
Then you have they're on the same level as the National Enquirer, which is literally fake.
The disrespect.
They're like Bat Boy Lives Again and shit. Like, that's crazy.
Bat Boy shocks world. Like, come on, bro. Nah, I wouldn't take this. I'm suing. You gonna move me up 2 whole shelves. Fuck you, man. That's
and
crazy.
then we get to the crux of the argument. Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk, Tim Pool, Laura Loomer, and Mark Levin.
Where you see Laura? Oh, there it is. Loomer on
Loomer's all the way at the bottom.
Loomer at the bottom right. She's the worst one.
She's literally has
the
fake
worst
stuff.
one. That is the lowest of any other thing on here. Is her thing. That's crazy. I like how Benny and Tim are right next to each other, so Russia can give them their money faster. They don't have to use as much postage to give them their payments. I didn't even know Mark Levin still had a show.
He does?
That's just what I'm saying. And then InfoWars didn't even make it into the very bottom.
Oh, yeah. InfoWars isn't even on here.
It's right there. It's right above Benny Hill.
Oh,
Benny
I see
Johnson.
it. Yep, I see it. InfoWars.
They got them straddling the line. InfoWars is more reliable than Hassan Piker.
How is Alex Jones more reliable than fucking anyone? How is he not on the bottom?
He literally has like the biggest settlement ever.
He's literally like, they're turning the frogs gay and stuff. Like, come on. He should be.
It says Rev Left is legit. Let's check him out.
I'm gonna check him out. He should be like below Tim Pool. At least Tim Pool tries to read headlines. He's not good at it, but at least he tries.
Notes the clown who lives in my sink hands me are more reliable than Jesse Waters.
Oh boy. So this list isn't perfect, but it's got good points. It's just not good on how far left or right some of these places are. Like Chris Cuomo don't.
Who's the author of this film?
Fontes Media.
Okay.
There might be better ones out here. I mean, this one includes a lot of social media type news, like the YouTube stuff like we do. So the other ones don't so much sometimes.
Person to person says, I would have trusted the Portland Frog, but InfoWars warned me in advance. The damn gay frogs.
So yeah, that's that stemmed from the media outlets telling the Pentagon to go fuck themselves, and they'll report whatever they want.
Like, why did they think that they would say yes to that? Because again, this is just all to hide the fact that he doesn't know what he's doing.
Right. And that he gets kind of pissy about it.
Like, he's very insecure that he doesn't know how to do his job. Everybody shave and do push-ups. Bro, the war. What is the plan? You need to shave. What are we going to do about this? You need to do PT. It almost feels like you're just trying to distract everybody so that you can figure out how to do your job.
Yeah.
You're supposed to know how to do this already. And that's I hate that. I fucking hate that, especially in fucking federal politics. When they say, "Oh, we'll give them some time to learn the role." No, bitch. That's why you won the job.
Yeah.
You need to be ready on day one. You don't get to learn. You're supposed to have experience and didn't just handle this.
Yes, you are.
God,
You're supposed to know what the fuck you're doing.
You're supposed to be competent. And if you're not competent and people are saying this guy's not fucking competent and they're talking shit about you, the answer is not everyone has to run their articles through me and don't talk to anybody about anything, even if it's not classified, because you can't do that, man. It's not going to work. Because those people already have each other's numbers. They've been here way longer than you. Yeah. They can just talk outside of there. They don't have to talk. They won't go into the Pentagon.
That's what they were saying on Paper Shuffling with Mika and Joe, is that they can do the reporting from outside the Pentagon. Like, that doesn't really matter for them. But
meet me at Joe's Diner. I'll buy you lunch.
Yeah, and that's what he was like. Listen, they already have their contacts in the Pentagon.
Right.
You are not going to stop them from reporting news just by kicking them out of the press office.
It's not going to work.
And in fact, they're going to be harder on you now.
Well, we'll be getting the hot takes from OAN only, or News Nation, or the one, was it OAN or News Nation that the only people?
OAN, News Nation told Hegseth to go fuck himself.
Yeah, so OAN will be the beacon of truth coming out of the Pentagon. Okay.
Good luck. Question in the chat. What is happening in Chicago at the moment, Mikey?
Just chilling. Let me
Mikey, I sent you an Instagram reel. I meant to talk about it. So there's this guy that pops up on my Instagram every once in a while. He's like in a giraffe costume and he sings at Ice Agents. And they arrested him.
Yeah, I saw that.
For singing. He's pretty hilarious, but
these guys are very thin-skinned.
They are.
So like they're just doing bullshit. They're not really like, it's hard to really put into scale what they're saying. Like, it's hard to disassociate what they're saying. Yes. Like Jeffrey from Toys R Us.
He just to give you a quick description, he's a rather tall gentleman, a little bit older, in a giraffe costume. He's got his own amplifier and a microphone, and he just sings at Ice Agents. And they arrested him in Portland.
Can I go now?
Yeah, you can go now.
Okay. So like, it's hard to put into like real scale, like how big it is out here and how spread out we are. Like, I'm still in Chicagoland. I'm like 50 miles from Lakeshore. Like, I'm 50 miles from the water. It's a big area. And you want to do what with 300 troops? 300. That's our marching band. Like, we don't have, like, there's tons of people out here. So they can keep trying the waters and testing the shit. No one takes them seriously. Like,
No?
they are 100% breaking the law with all of this shit.
Yeah.
And their day is coming. But if they thought that they were just going to scare everybody, you're not scaring everybody. And like, it's not, no one is into like, oh, the violence in Chicago will be tamed. So you're going to march around and fucking try to scare people? Bitch, we live here. This is our home. You're the one who's hold on, dude.
Okay.
You guys are the ones that are terrified of Chicago. We fucking go to the park here. Our kids live here. So them coming in here, and hey, I hope they stick around, buddy boys. You got about a month to go. And then winter will be here. Because this fall shit, it don't last but 2-3 weeks. Coming. It don't last but 2-3 weeks, and it's going to be in the 30s, which I know y'all don't get in Texas. And then once it hits the 30s, it's not going to get above the 30s until March or April.
They got to get ready for the long night.
It's coming. So y'all can keep playing all your little bullshit games. They fucking They tear gas the Chicago Police Department.
They called the police?
Yes. And then they were like, oh, the police aren't helping us. Help us. So the police show up and they get fucking tear gas and they fucking run away. And they're like, why won't Chicago PD cooperate?
Because you fucking tear gas.
Motherfucker, you just dropped a stink bomb on us and ran away. The fuck? And they had to do an investigation because apparently there's cell phone footage of that MS-13 girl, the Latin King girl who had a pistol on her and was pointing it at officers, and it was self-defense. All that shit was a fucking lie.
Wow.
All of it was a fucking lie. There's fucking cameras everywhere. And as soon as they see y'all little stankin' asses, they're pulling their cell phones out. And the governor's like, yes, please record them. Because when we go after them in court, we need to see dates and locations for all the places that they broke the law. Because the sending troops to Illinois, the troops, the judge just affirmed this, they're not allowed to do anything. No, 10 pound 5 British pounds. You can't be pardoned for breaking the Constitution, can you? There's only one person with immunity in this entire situation.
Yeah.
One person has immunity. Can you guess who it is? ICE Agent 744? Wrong answer.
Right.
Wrong answer. Trump is the only one who can get away with all this nonsense. All the rest of these people, every fucking civil rights violation is a lawsuit. Every single one of them is a lawsuit.
And Trump can only pardon federal crimes. He can't pardon crimes at the state level. So,
I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a prosecutor, but I find it funny that these ICE agents are loading up in the back of U-Haul and all these like rental box trucks, you know, to get from place to place. Remember when they did that in Lincoln Heights?
Yep.
But I'm supposed to believe those aren't ICE agents? That those weren't ICE agents? Did you see how the police responded to them when they were flying their Nazi flags outside the hood that they didn't know was the hood? And they got their little swastika flag burnt to a crisp. It's the same people. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not a cop. But I do know it is against the motor vehicle code of Illinois to ride in the back of a work van without safety restraints.
Yeah.
So if I saw, you know, a van or a box truck full of people, or I saw people get into that van and then that thing pulled off and started getting onto the public roadway, oh, that's a violation, sir. You need to pull over. And I need to ticket everybody up in here. Let me see your ID.
I saw that Facebook had to delete groups that were tracking ICE agents in Chicago.
Yeah, they broke up their what's it called? Their ICE tracking group.
Yeah. But
it interferes with federal operations.
But people
okay,
are
we'll
still
just
following.
Okay,
oh, sorry. I was gonna say, but people are still following, you know, the ICE trucks around, towing them if possible.
Yeah.
For parking illegally.
I'm just saying. Oh, go ahead.
And following them around, like warning people before the ICE agents show up to like not fucking let them in or whatever.
Don't go outside.
Yeah. We have another Tim Ballum super chat. 2 British pounds.
British pounds. Thank you so much.
He says, but baby is dead.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Please retype and we will.
You don't have to super chat it again.
Yeah, you don't have to super chat it, but I don't know how to read that. A pardon isn't an exoneration. It says you accept your guilt, but we are letting you off the punishment. We still have the admission of guilt on you. They have to be tried, right? And then he has to try to pardon. Yeah, and then he has. So if they think that, fucking JB fat hot cheeseburger hot dog Pritzker. Yeah, y'all better be fucking nice to him, because when these Illinois charges come into play, he's the only one that can pardon you then. You think he's going to be pardoning ICE agent? Why do you think they're fucking masked, y'all? That's why. When people are masked, they are way more likely to commit crimes. It's just the way it is. That's why our police have to show their face. They have to have their name. They have to wear a body camera. We already know that people are not allowed to have any kind of use of force authority without strict restrictions and transparency. There is no transparency in ICE.
Yeah, that's why they're not identifiable, because they don't have badge numbers. They don't give out their names. They're masked.
Yep.
You know, they when you ask them about it, they don't reply, or they'll arrest you just for asking about it.
Right.
Like they did to that Chicago councilwoman. Like they are the most thin-skinned motherfuckers ever. When I was a kid, we used to track ice cream trucks, but that was something different.
So different now. So different. I say you KK camera. Like, I don't know what the fucking, like, who do they even let into this bitch?
Anyone.
No one knows. No one knows.
I saw the commercials. They'll let anyone in.
So I'm wondering, because, you know, they like to brag about shit. They're not bragging about arrests. They're not bragging about recruitment. You know what I mean? Like, when you read between the lines, the shit that they love to drape, like they haven't done any perp walks. They haven't said any, like they haven't done anything because there's no one to get. The people that they're going, like if there was any people that were like completely undocumented and snuck across the border or whatever, they don't even know how many people of that there are to go get.
Right.
So they're in their head. They're like, there's millions of them. We must find them. You don't even know that to be true. Because, and I will say this again for the fucking people in the back of the classroom, you are allowed to seek asylum in America. We made the rule after World War II when America refused to take the Jews fleeing persecution in Europe. We said never again. That is why people are allowed to come here and then apply for asylum and then get a court date. That's what the rules are. It's really that simple. So when people keep saying illegal migration, learn what the fucking procedure is. They are following the procedure even if you didn't keep up with the definitions. That's not their problem. They read the book. They went on the, like Trump just shut it down as soon as he got in, but there was literally a fucking website where you could go on, and an app where you could just literally apply for your shit and get your court date. In the meantime, all of these people surrendered themselves to the government. We got all of the information that we could from them. We gave them a tax number, not a social security number, a tax number. It's different because they don't get any fucking benefits.
Yeah.
And they can't vote. And we can tell that they're not, last thing. We can tell that they're not citizens because the number looks weird. You would know that if you ever did anything with people.
I think the crux of the argument here is that these people who are seeking asylum or trying to become citizens, or like people are being arrested at their like citizenship tests and shit like that. I have a friend. I have a friend who her husband, they're both from Poland, and her husband is at the last step of getting his citizenship.
Yeah.
And he can't do it currently because the government shut down. But, you know, every time I see her, she's like, what's going on? Because we don't know what's going to happen. Right. I mean, they're people who have immigrated to America are very afraid that even if they're at the end, they've been living in America for a decade plus. And you know, they have visas or whatever, but they're afraid those visas are going to get revoked. They're going to get arrested at their citizenship test.
Marco Rubio revoking protesters' visas because, well, you can come here, but I never said that you could protest.
Yeah.
The fuck?
The problem is that the system is constantly in flux. Depending on the administration, you'll get told one thing by one administration and then another by another administration. There aren't enough judges. The system's not funded correctly, and it's broken. It's been broken for 30 years, and no one has bothered to fix it. Republican and Democratic presidents have failed to fix it.
I agree with that 100%. And it's not like the way that they're doing it now, where they'll just, well, we don't want to house you, so here's a tax ID number. Go ahead and get a go work at a temp agency and just get the lowest wages. You're going to get the lowest wages possible, and you're never going to get any benefits. And other, like, we don't need to put them on a treadmill so we can extract them for profit for our capitalist monster that we have living in the basement. Like, that's not their job either. It's no one's job to keep feeding this capitalist monster. Like, that's not fair to them either. They should be able to just come here and do what they got to do. And if they have something in their background that excludes them from citizenship, then get them the fuck out of here. I'm not saying keep every single motherfucking person, but if someone is already following the steps, they're already going to their ICE checkup appointments or check-in appointments. They're doing everything. They're keeping their nose clean. They're working at McDonald's or they're working at a landscape company. They're literally doing it legally, but they think like legally means you just get a red stamp on your passport and you can just walk in and then you're just good to go. They act like it's like clearing, like going through TSA at the airport or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a very long process. So instead of fucking us having to pay to feed and clothe all of these people who are seeking asylum, which we agree to after World War II, instead of that, let them go work.
Yeah.
And until the court can keep up with them, as long as they keep their nose out of trouble, you're fine. Do not break the fucking law or your ass is out of here. And they all know that.
Yeah.
So they don't break the fucking law.
Well, and now they're finding, hey guys, crazy story. We have a labor shortage now. Did you know that? Did you know that there's not enough people to do all the jobs that we need them to do, especially when it comes to agriculture?
Tim, picture this. AI crop pickers.
Here's the problem. Now we have mechanized agriculture to the most degree we possibly can at this point, but a lot of jobs still require people to pick fruits or vegetables because they are too delicate for machines.
Yeah,
it's just not possible at the moment. But we were talking about this, I think, before we went on the air. Farmers are fucked. They are so fucked. There's not enough labor, and we talked about this yesterday. I think that you said that there's farm equipment sellers who have so much equipment back in inventory because there's no more farmers,
and the farmers are taking their lives
because they're getting fucked on both ends. They got fucked by tariffs, and now they're screwed by this labor shortage that we're in the beginning of. We're in the beginning of the labor shortage.
And then people are offering them pennies for their land to put a data center on it.
Which is only going to create more environmental problems. They were talking about the data centers that are going to be up and running in the next 5 years are going to use like 3 times the power that we currently distribute to the entire country. Like, our power grid is fucked. Because once again, nobody bothered to upgrade it ever. It was built, and then they're like, "Oh, well, that's good enough, right?"
And this is the short-term thinking of these cryptocrats, right? Like, they want to just massively, aggressively expand and all that shit. You need to build a power plant first, and then you can have your data center.
Yeah.
But instead they say, hey, we're going to provide all these jobs, the 13 jobs of the people sweeping the fucking floors. Like, they're not going to give you anything. They're just taking your shit. It's their shit now.
There's a comment in the Twitch that good labor shortages create higher wages. We should be happy. Well, no, not necessarily. In economics, labor shortages don't always create higher wages, especially when it comes to agriculture.
Real quick. The procedure was to say you want asylum and get a court date years away and get lost in the country. That was the Biden procedure. How many people did that? How many people did that? And then those people are still showing up to court to get arrested. So what about those? Like, if what you're saying is true, then why are these people getting arrested outside of the courthouse? or in
Right.
like in the court, like right outside the courtroom.
Yeah.
Who are those
Also-
people then?
Also,
Why
that
are they,
was the-
why are the ICE agents waiting outside the courthouses if what you say is true?
yeah. Also, that was the Trump procedure before it was the Biden procedure. Let's just put that out there.
It's the American
Before-
procedure. It is
Yeah.
the procedure.
Listen, the immigration problem has been fucked on both sides, right? Democrat and Republican have not been able to fix this since the 80s, 40 years now.
Oh,
It's been a
boy.
problem for a long time. Of course, he's going to pretend. He's
I
going to
love that.
pretend.
No, this is good. IVF is good because who hates IVF? All the radical Christians.
Oh yeah, all of them. The
That's
evangelicals, they
murder.
fucking hate it.
All the evangelicals consider that murder. So good job. Way to.
Oh, okay. I think he's gone already. He didn't hear any of it.
The K signal went up. Whoosh. A K whoosh and K was gone.
But the immigration problem only gets fixed when it gets to a point where like the country can't sustain whatever's going on. And I think we're reaching one of those points. The country cannot sustain this ICE nonsense.
We can't afford it. First,
We can't afford it. We put an extra $150 billion into it. I'm sure they're going to fucking blow through that too.
but no one knows where the money is going.
Right. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Ask Christine Ohm.
We have no number of how many ICE agents we have. We have no inventory of their equipment. We have no, I mean, all this funding is coming in. Where is it going to? How much are these people getting paid? I could go on the internet right now and find my local police department. I can find everybody's name, everybody's badge number, their picture, their salary, their start date, any previous disciplinary actions. I can look up that on any cop in the city.
Well, and they all
no one can look up anything for any ICE agent.
Yeah. They're all fucking cosplaying is what they're doing.
Yep.
Like their equipment, quote equipment, is like whatever they got lying around, it seems. Like
or are they using experimental shit that the government hasn't given everyone permission to use? Like like these fucking radio vans that snoop on your cell phone and they park them outside of protests and they scuff everybody's data. Fresh from Palantir, Israel. Like this is like they're experimenting on data. So I get that everybody wants to do this protesting shit and all that stuff. Do your thing. Stop taking your fucking devices with you everywhere. Stop.
I'm still taking
Don't bring your phone.
The government shut down, so I'm gonna bring my phone on the airplane. I don't think there's not gonna be any TS agents to look at my phone. They're all gonna be home.
Yeah. Oh, and if you have any haptics on your phone, take them off. Haptics,
Oh, I never use that shit.
Like your Face ID, your thumbprint, take it off. Because if they need the code, they need a warrant.
Yeah.
They can hold the judge has already said that they can hold your phone up to your face and unlock it.
Yeah. I don't use fingerprint or face identification because one, the government already has my fingerprints, and two, I would prefer to unlock my phone with a code. That's how it happens.
I mean, no. The only reason my phone has a lock on it is because I call people. Like my wife knows my code and everything. Like I have nothing to hide.
Oh,
I just don't want their asses in there. It's none of your damn business.
Yeah, my wife knows exactly what my code is.
And 9 times out of 10, any link that I've ever clicked on my phone has been on this show. So I'm a very boring person.
$2 £2 super chat from Tim Ballum.
Click.
Click. There we go. Mikey, time to use the Ray Hunter. Ray Hunter?
I don't know what a
Ray Hunter?
What's a Ray Hunter?
Oh, he's talking about how to become an ICE agent.
Oh, meet Ray Hunter, a new open source tool from EFF. What does this do? Oh, from a tool from EFF to detect cellular spying.
Ah.
Interesting.
But there is a big nationwide protest going down on Saturday, the second No King's Day protest. So, yeah, if you are going out to protest, maybe leave your phone at home, or take off the haptics on it if you're going to bring it. Like, you might need to call somebody, but don't let them access your phone with your face or your fingerprints.
Because at this point, they might just make some shit up.
Exactly. Well, and also there's rumors going around that like Saturday Trump might do the Insurrection Act thing, and then all the protesters will just get arrested and all that stuff. I don't know how true that all is, but the idea of it is not great.
But let's think about that for a second. Like, let's think of the practical parts of that. If there's 30,000 people at a protest and you want to arrest all of them, where are they going?
Right.
And how are you going to get them there? It takes hours to fill up a football stadium. And those people are bringing their own cars. And there's several parking lots. Like, it is the amount of people that you would have to move. So stay with the pack, if anything.
That's true. Don't stray from like the if you're protesting, don't stray from the group. Like, stay with the group.
What is she doing? She's taking all of her blocks and throwing them on the floor.
I would too. Fuck those blocks. What are they?
Like this?
Lincoln Logs?
No, she's got the multicolored block things. Oh, did we ever talk about Argentina?
We've talked about it briefly yesterday, but we didn't talk about.
Treasury Secretary has outlined financial aid to that country that would total
$1
$40 billion.
Before we even
For
get
more,
into
let's bring
this.
in Bloomberg's.
Before we even get into this,
From what we understand, are there?
What the fuck happened to not giving foreign aid?
USAID is too expensive.
$40 billion is 2/3 of USAID's budget for the year. Like, come on, man. You're going to give Argentina $40 billion, but you can't, like, give foreign aid. $40 billion is 2/3 of USAID's budget. Just add another 20 billion, and there you go. That's our budget for foreign aid, for soft power, for the entire year. They just don't care. They just don't care.
Look, he tanked his economy on crypto. He needs this money to win the election.
That's such bullshit, man. $40 billion is 2/3 of USAID's budget. $60 billion was all they wanted to spend on foreign aid, and then they cut that.
And that money went to the farmers.
Why isn't Argentina getting doged? We don't need to send money to Argentina. What the fuck?
That was their idea.
If you're going to have principles, have principles.
Tim, he was the one on stage with the fucking chainsaw.
I know he was the chainsaw guy.
He's the guy. Why didn't it work? You didn't cut all your fucking essential programs and you didn't have a big pile of money after it? What? Are you saying that it didn't work? So now you want to fucking give them $40 billion for the shit you tried in this country and it didn't work?
That's so wild, man. That's they don't even know what their stances on things are anymore, do they?
No.
Conditions tied to this? Are there strings attached to up to $40 billion of aid from the United States to Argentina?
Well, the administration hasn't made a whole lot clear about any of this yet, Scarlett. We don't even know about the original $20 billion, whether it's a true swap line where they give us pesos and we lend them dollars and then we exchange them back eventually. And now Scott Bessent is talking about a $20 billion private fund made up of individual investors. And he says,
because a bunch of billionaires thought that Argentina was the perfect place to try their little pump and dump scheme, and it didn't fucking work.
Jesus.
So now they were like, man, we got to get some of our money back. We got to right the ship. We're going to lose a lot of money. Yes,
That's
you
so
is.
fucking crazy.
Sovereign wealth funds that would be interested in buying Argentine debt or making investments in Argentina. That's all we know at this point. And of course, the idea of somebody spending $20 billion to buy bonds in Argentina, given Argentina's track record of paying it back, they already owe billions, tens of billions to the IMF, seems a little fanciful. So we're not exactly sure how all of this is going to work.
And I'm so glad you.
It's called them people in that government who lost all that money when they were supposed to take all that money are going to keep that $40 billion. What the fuck are you talking about? We know how this works. It's going into their bank account. Oh, and by the way, for the homie over there in Twitch who's having a hard time, Argentina has universal health care. Yo, your guy is giving $40 billion to someone so they can have health care, but your premiums are going to triple. What?
Oh, boy.
And I'm the crazy psychopath when I'm just like, yo, why are you giving him our fucking health care money? Like, oh, man, my friend really needs to borrow some money, man. Yo, that's our rent money, dog. You can't just be giving our rent money to somebody. We need that. No, you don't understand. It'll be good. It'll be. Brother, get your hand away from the rent jar. Get your hand away from the rent jar. After receiving the second installment of the 40 million, Malay threw a concert. Right. Get up there with a shitty band. Yo, I would love to see a battle of the bands. Bring up Angus, Charlie Angus and the boys versus Malay and his shitty band.
Bring up Argentina's track record of paying back loans, or perhaps its spotty track record here. Why is the U.S. Under President Trump, who of course has put forward this America First mandate, so invested in Argentina and its economy?
It's a real.
Yeah. How is this America First? I'll wait.
Mystery to an awful lot of people, because the Argentines have had a very bad track record, as you note, in paying back loans. They've defaulted any number of times, and there's some thought that they're not on the right path right now. They've got an election coming up, and if President Milei's party doesn't get a big enough vote in the legislative elections, then he's not going to be able to push through his reforms. And the president says that, of course, then we're not going to give him any aid at all.
This is 1 year?
Oh, my God.
I didn't realize what I was looking at. 9/9/2024 to 10/15. So yesterday. Oh, my God.
Yeah, they were going through it.
Oh, and also, for the people in the back of the class, the number one crop out of Argentina is soybeans. The number one crop out of the U.S. is soybeans. Guess who China is buying their soybeans from? Because we have a trade war with them.
Argentina.
And you just gave them $40 billion on top of the fact that all of our farmers just lost our number one fucking exporter. We have no market for our fucking soybeans. We provided 30% of China's market in their soybeans. Now we provide 0. Argentina said we will make up the gap. And also, thank you, America, for the money. What the fuck is this? Ollie in the long pipes.
That's a good one.
Get Ollie on keyboards.
That sent the peso back lower, and the U.S. intervened
Y'all
in
are
currency
getting
markets
fucking
again
hosed,
today,
man.
Scott Besson said.
Y'all
But
mad
why?
at us?
That's a
Look at the
really
chart.
good question. A lot of Americans are asking that question, particularly farmers.
Look at this chart and tell me this motherfucker needs a loan. You do not need a loan from me.
Ooh, Mikey.
If I looked at Tim's bank account, he's like, hey, man, let me borrow $5,000. Hell no. What
Hey,
the
Mikey,
fuck?
let me borrow $5,000.
Hell no. Look at that motherfucking track record. You do not know how to take care of money.
Quick, slightly related to this, there's a report that just came out that regional banks and Jeffrey shares tank as concerns grow on Wall Street about sour loans. So there's a bubble, and It's going to bear Stearns all over the place.
In the most yucky way possible.
And the tariffs have cost companies more than $1.2 trillion this year. And the customers are paying 55% of those tariffs.
Where's the accounting on that? Where's the website that we can see how much tariffs we've taken in? Where, how much each? I mean, because it's funny you say, how much was that number for how much the tariffs?
1.2 trillion.
1.2 trillion in tariffs. How come all of these industries that are supposed to be paying tariffs are not having losses in reciprocal amounts to the tariffs that they're paying? Because everybody ain't paying them.
Yeah. No, we're paying them.
Certain people are paying them.
Yeah.
In those sectors. Certain people are not paying them because that's not enough money. If it's to the percentages that he prescribes, there should be way more money than that. And again, where's the fucking accounting?
Yeah.
Where's the external revenue service that never actually got off the ground and has never gone in front of a camera to explain to the people what they're doing with all the money that they're taking from them? Tim Ballum, 2 British pounds. Note the UK ain't buying your loan debt this time. Yeah, no one's willing to take that kind of a risk. No one's willing to just burn money, which is what it is at this point. All right, let's see. Let them go on.
That's a really good question. A lot of Americans are asking that question, particularly farmers, because China's been buying Argentine soybeans instead of U.S. soybeans, and that's one of the reasons the soybean farmers are in trouble. So we don't really know. There's some speculation.
It's almost like I fucking knew this in fucking January, and here is the fucking news catching up.
That what's happened is a lot of U.S. hedge fund managers.
I think I even said that in the fucking response to the election video.
Yeah, Mikey, listen, we talked about
this. We do
this.
have to go back and look.
We have to go back and look about how often we are correct, because I'm sure it's more often than not.
Welcome to the I Told You So podcast. My name is Mikey, and I told you so.
My name's Tim, and you have been informed thusly.
Who are friends with Scott Bessent bought up Argentine debt on the cheap, anticipating that maybe there would be a turnaround there and they could make some money on it. And this is an effort to try to get them whole. The problem with that, of course, is that would be kind of illegal, and it certainly would reflect very badly on the administration. So it's kind of hard to believe that either.
Where did it go? And let me get this larger. Okay. So with our farmers losing their equipment due to repo, or their families selling their equipment because they're no longer with us, there are a lot of angry Republicans. And this is like, I want to really focus in on the Republicans, because they talk about how fucking violent the left is. But then you see them out there in inflatable frog and giraffe costumes. And then you see them all making out with each other. And then you see them all, being trans and such. Like, you got to pick a struggle. Like, are they dangerous or are they bitches? Right? I'm going to go with, we're the bitches and y'all are the tough guys. Right.
Well, Mikey, that's fascist rhetoric. If your opponent is both strong and weak at the same time, saying that, oh, look how dangerous the city of Portland is, but also they're soy boy lefties and they couldn't possibly do anything.
That's what they do. They first they turn into little caterpillars, and then they have a cocoon and they come out vicious. Like you got to pick a struggle. Are we weak or are we not?
Yeah, they're the dangerous radical left, but at the same time they're weak soy boys and they can't hold up their own arms. They're so noodly.
You know who's not a soy boy? This guy. And I also toot my own horn. I called it. You can't attack the weaklings without accidentally hitting your base. He is the base. He's not happy.
I've been sitting here for 2 hours thinking about what the fuck to say. A lot of people are asking me my thoughts on Donald Trump sending troops to Portland. I mean, what the fuck can I say anymore? He labeled people that are against fascism as terrorists. So people that are against fascism are now enemies of the United States of America. And then he deploys soldiers to blue cities. That's insane. That's insanity to me. All over MAGA talk are a bunch of fucking has-been. No
MAGA talk.
Oh boy.
That is definitely going to be the name when it comes over to when it gets shifted over to American hands and they reprogram the algorithm. It's definitely going to be MAGA talk.
All over MAGA talk are a bunch of fucking has-been, no combat seeing dudes that almost joined, talking about how they're ready for us. Shut the up. I swear to God, it's almost like people, men. It's fucking men that have been too scared to test themselves.
Hey. Before y'all get mad at me, he's the army sniper, right? He's the one who deployed. He's the one saying this to y'all. Fucking K, $2, soy boy.
That's hilarious.
Yo soy boricua.
The war in Iraq and Afghanistan lasted 20 fucking years. You had your opportunity to show the world that you're a fucking man. And now you want to bring that fucking environment home to my land where I'm going to raise my fucking kid. How dare you? How fucking dare you? I always knew it was going to be spoiled fucking brats that were going to bring this country down. Spoiled fucking insecure brats that were going to give up their constitutional liberties and hand extreme power over to one fucking man. Stop fucking my country up. On a positive note, I'm getting messages every day of veterans, of former Trump supporters. My cousin, he's a veteran. Big MAGA supporter just sent me this long message about how he no longer supports Trump and how he thinks that he's trying to install a totalitarian regime. And to the people watching this video and who are pissed off at the shit that I have to say, you know that that's what he's trying to do. And you think that it's a good idea. And I am here to tell you over my dead.
Perfect edit. I tried to warn them. It's not us. That is the problem. We're nerds. We like the rules. We're probably a little tismy. But,
a little.
It's I mean, you have to fucking watch the news every day for fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
For hours at a time. There's a nut loose somewhere. A bolt does not have a washer or something's not. And with a sriracha, man.
Hilarious.
That's Pokemon's psych. Pokeball with some sriracha. But it's just release the tapes, give people their fucking health care, go to jail, call it a loss. Just take the L. Just take it. All right. Things will go back to normal. And you can, maybe you can try to pardon some of your friends. If they are continually trying to kick off this like revolution, brother, the left is leaving. You will be shooting your damn self. It's going to be like when the two cats jump in to get Jerry or whatever. And then like, there's a big, like the ball and the arms are coming out of the little dust cloud. Jerry, which is the Democrats, we will be walking out of that fight. We're not going to stick around for you to, I will realize my truth. No, you will be hungry, dude. Like you're not reading the fucking tea leaves. You're over here trying to win the match. You guys are selling the refrigerator. like worst roommates ever. Like, I don't know what you're planning on doing in this house, but it won't be successful.
Nah.
It literally cannot succeed on its own merits.
Oof.
Yeah, just yawn right in that mic there, Tim.
Yeah.
You done?
Hey, man.
Fine. Fuck it. Let's end the show. Tim's yawning in the mic. We're out of
Actually,
here.
no, I got an eye appointment soon. I gotta go.
Fine.
To the eye doctor.
So since Tim has to go get his eyes looked at, I mean, he could just use a use a mirror. Duh, saved you a lot of money.
While I have health insurance, I have to get my eyes looked at.
I need to get like 65 inhalers for the next allergy season. All the Zyrtec I can stomach.
I have to get glasses to outlast the fucking government shutdown.
You know, at this point, I wish I would have got LASIK, because that shit's probably never coming back in a safe way. I should have just went ahead and did it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of lasers being shot at me, so lasers and needles.
You have a fucking tattoo.
Yeah, and it was terrible. The experience was not fun.
They didn't use a marker.
Yeah, it was permanent marker.
No, they used a needle and they stabbed your skin about 55 billion times.
Yeah. And like I said before, it felt like a hot knife going through my arm. It wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah, it's great.
No, it was painful.
Oh, Tim, you've yet to live life if pain doesn't feel good. That's when you know you're getting there.
I need pain to feel that I'm alive.
What the fuck? What is this? They got this like cocoon iced attainment body bag looking thing.
Oh.
Again, I'm not sure what these people are expecting to happen. And notice how they don't go into like anywhere where there's actually crime to help with crime. Gross.
I don't have an eye. Oh my God. That would be horrifying.
It's on your butt. But they're not going in there to like help fight crime in Chicago or anything like that. And if anybody is telling you that they're over there to, again, soldiers are not allowed to be cops.
Yeah, they're not.
So what are they going to do? Arrest? They can't arrest anybody. Under what authority can you, like, if I got arrested by a soldier, I'm like, this is great. This is a great day. Come on, come now. No. Put me in the Humvee. Take me to jail. Yes. Now put me in front of a judge. And when I go in front of that judge, I'm going to say, hey, judge, not a cop. Oh, what do you know? Not a cop. See you later, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't be arrested by non-cops. These guys they literally can't do anything. Their only job is to kill enemy combatants.
Yeah.
So their game is to kill American citizens that they think are American or enemy combatants. I mean, good luck.
Well, all the gangs are terrorist organizations now, right?
Then go get them.
Well, the guy in the giraffe outfit, he was Tren de Agua.
Like, y'all don't know where they are? Why do you keep avoiding certain neighborhoods if you don't know where they are? How come you aren't just going from like 1st Street all the way down to 180th Street? Why don't you just working your way down? You don't want to just go street by street?
They already know. They already know who the people they want. They already know.
Yeah, because they have all the information for these people who are doing their immigration cases and showing up for their ICE appointments. That's the people that they're going after. They're not going after no fucking gangbangers. How long do you think that they would have been able to go into a gangbanger's hood and survive? Like, I'm being straight up. Like, if they were going there, there would have been shootouts every fucking day. But they're not going there. They're going to the suburbs, and they're going to like the fucking Home Depot and fucking people's baseball games and the fucking line going into the pickup line for school.
Yeah.
That's where they're going.
Yeah.
They're not interested in helping us. And we already told them how they could help us. Go to fucking Indiana and investigate who's making all of these fucking ghost guns and bringing them over the border. We'll just go to Home Depot again. All right. All right. Well, if that's all you want to do.
Well, they're not even being good at it. They're not meeting their quotas. There aren't enough people to be ICE agents to do all the things that they want to do. Like, they are failing miserably at this.
It's not working.
It's not working. Trump is still lagging behind Biden for deportations.
Like, how are you doing worse?
And spending way more money.
That's why I want to know where the money's going. How do you dedicate $1 trillion to this shit and you're doing worse than the guy who was a literal fucking corpse?
I think that it's because they're doing it in helicopters.
Jesus Christ. Just flying around, just transporting troops all over the place. That fucking military parade was hella expensive. Like, this motherfucker, like, he spends money like he's still at the casinos in fucking Magic City.
Well, he's got the world's most singular largest economy to fuck with. And you know, we've got a budget of $6 trillion annually.
Yeah.
He ain't never seen that kind of money. So who's spending it?
Okay, we accidentally almost forgot about this. This was supposed to be the funniest thing of the day. Oh,
geez.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about this.
So Politico did a little reporting, and someone inside of a group chat leaked the group chat. It says here in the byline, thousands of private messages reveal young GOP leaders joking about gas chambers, slavery, and rape.
Ouch.
In my heart of hearts, if there is a God, please let some of them been attached to Turning Point USA, because that motherfucker from Oklahoma who decided he was going to spend the whole budget on Trump Bibles to try to curry favor, he has left his role as the superintendent of Oklahoma schools. They're electing somebody new. Hopefully they can get out of 50th fucking place in the nation. With all that cattle money, all that oil money, all that 50th fucking place, Oklahoma. He left that job to go work for a nonprofit whose sole purpose is to go to every high school and lobby for a Turning Points University or Turning Points USA chapter in their school. Sounds benign. And they're going to sue to remove the funding from every school that doesn't allow them to set up a chapter in their school. So that's his whole job now, which is why I truly hope some of the Turning Point kids were in this fucking group chat. Because
my favorite part in this little chat screen that we got here is the bottom one where it says, "Is this were to ever leak, this chat were to ever leak, we would be cooked for real."
Oh, Signalgate didn't teach him anything.
Morning, new fallout after the leak of racist text messages linked to members of young Republican groups across the country. The website Politico says it obtained 7 months worth of messages from a group chat in which racist and anti-Semitic slurs were used more than 250 times.
It's awful. It's revolting. It's disgusting. It's obnoxious.
Yo, ever since Chuck started pushing his glasses up, totally different Chucky. Just saying.
He needs to swear on the Senate floor.
All right, guys, that shit.
Oh, wait, wrong one.
No fucking way.
Politico says Peter Junto.
Look at this dude. This dude's the fucking superior race. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, man. It's the young Republicans.
Oh, my God. You're a New York Republican? Shut the fuck up. Oh, my God.
Chair of the New York State Young
Where's Georgie? George Santos. Georgie. I know you know. Georgie,
he's in prison, bro. He's in prison.
Georgie, you want to get out early? Georgie, we're gonna put some money on your books. Tell us the tea. I know you know who these motherfuckers are. See, that's why they set up Georgie in the first place, to get him in jail, because he was gonna blow the whistle on these little motherfuckers. And by the way, they're saying young Republicans. That's 18 to 40.
Yeah, so it's an actual like group. It's an actual like, because there's a young Republicans, there's a young Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
They're actual like organizations. So like he's the state party chair for the Young Republicans for New York.
Republicans
What did he
allegedly
have to
wrote in a
say?
text message, "Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber."
Oh,
Oh,
you know that Mom Donnie sure does hate the Jews, doesn't he? I tried to tell you, Jewish people, these Republicans are not your fucking friend. They are doing this shit. They're saying all this pro-Israel shit to attack Muslims. They do not give a shit about your physical condition in this country. It is a setup. It is a trick. It is a lie. Do not look at what they say when you're not around. That's what they say when you're not looking. When they know you're not there, this is what they say about you. They've been saying shit about us. We know it. And we just healthily assume that most white people are racist because it's true. Like, you gotta like, you gotta prove that you're not racist for me to not think off rip that you're probably racist.
I did have to pass a test.
There's a small exam, takes about 6 hours, and it's called Halo.
It was long form too. Like I had to give like paragraphs.
It's called Halo multiplayer. That's how I can
Write
tell.
an essay.
I gotta take you into Call of Duty and see what you say when you lose the game.
In another exchange, Junta
Tim
reportedly
passed.
responded, "Great, I love Hitler," during her
Great.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say it because I don't need to be clipped. But
no, I'm not saying it. But this is fun. This is acceptable. Hey, Tim, this is locker room talk, man. This is just locker room talk.
No, it's Kanye talk is what it is.
What is it? My job to show Brett Stevens. It's to keep the left pros. That's not going to happen.
Hey, our friend is back on Twitch.
Is ironically super racist. Define racism. Define how I'm using my power to oppress you. Define what power I have and define how I'm oppressing you. Because being made fun of is not oppression.
In fact, there's an entire industry around it.
Literally. And prove to me that most white people are not racist. What the fuck? Like, you can't get mad at me because I'm right.
discussion about backing a right-wing candidate.
You know what? I'm wrong. Let's let the clip play on. You're right. You're right. I am right. I'm wrong. Yeah, let me keep playing.
Some Republicans have denounced the language, while Vice President J.D. Vance dismissed the messages as edgy, offensive jokes.
We're not canceling kids because they do something stupid in a group chat.
This you? That's your thoughts? Just because they're youths.
You know what, Mikey? No.
8-year-old youths.
Listen, he really likes furniture.
But reports say at least 8 of the 11 participants in the group chat are between 24 and 34 years old and include a state senator from Vermont and a federal official. Some participants apologizing, while others claim the messages were taken out of context or
yes, it was all AI.
Man.
It was all AI, Mikey.
It was out of context, dog. All the onions to all the people. It's interesting. They're literally they are busted. Their text message chain gets leaked.
And they even said if they got busted, they'd be fucked.
And he like, yo, the left is racist too. All right, man. You're right. You 100% right. You still haven't defined racism yet. I'm waiting.
Doctored. California Governor Gavin Newsom is demanding a congressional investigation, but Vice President J.D. Vance says some Democrats have said worse and says there should not be.
See, it's always somebody else. Well, look at Billy. Billy didn't do his homework either. Billy turned his homework in already. Oh. Like, this is what I'm saying. Y'all can never accept fucking accountability. You must be new around here. You don't know me. You don't know how my life runs, and you don't know how the relationship I have with Tim. Like, we have been on this for years, that this like closeted bigotry is poisonous. Look at the state of the fucking country. And this is all to service one fucking thing: bigotry. All of this is just bigotry.
Yeah.
And it's costing us billions and trillions of fucking dollars. And we get nothing for it.
We have a definition, Mikey.
That's wrong. That's not what racism is.
Nope. Not quite.
Treating a group of people as a monolith would be prejudiced. Am I prejudiced? Yes. Am I racist? No. You don't know words, man. You don't know words. And that's not my fault. And I don't have to fucking teach you. I can just mock you for being ignorant. You need to do some research. That's not my job to teach you.
So here's a definition for you. The belief that different races possess distinct characteristics, abilities, or qualities, especially so as to distinguish them as inferior or superior to one another.
AKA, there needs to be a power indifference. What power do I have as 6% of the population versus your 38% of the population? How am I oppressing you? You don't know the names of you don't know the definitions of the words you use. You're wrong. If you said, hey, that's prejudiced, I wouldn't have argued with you. I don't know. I've been in this country for quite some time now. I kind of learned already what stuff means. Or I only use words that I understand. Everybody go check out McKinnon's channel. He did was it Kent Hovind? I think he did a documentary on Kent Hovind. It's funny.
The power difference is nonsense left-wing doublespeak. But that's what it is. You're disqualifying another race, or you're treating them worse because you feel that they're inferior in whatever way. Like, that is a power indifference. Like, fucking read philosophy.
No, that's nerd book learning. I understand definitions by intuiting them. Like, I don't know what, like, I don't understand why people, like, dude, look up shit. Like, did you even look up that I was wrong before you complained? Did you even verify that you had the right answer?
I mean, there's a bunch of different definitions for racism, but they all involve exclusion or disadvantaging a certain race, or humiliating or degrading a certain race because of features or abilities or preconceived ideas. Like, that is what racism is. It's thinking that one group is inferior and one group is superior, and that is a power imbalance. How is that not a power imbalance?
And the ism part of it is when there is a structure that is maintained and upheld by members of the in group. Like, you don't know the words, man. I don't know how to help you. You don't know the words. But here, I got some great footage of some real non-racism going on here.
Of the lecture, you talked an awful lot about God.
Oh, this is Vivek Ramaswamy. He's running. I mean, you guys might recognize him from underneath Doge's shoe as they stomped his ass right the fuck out of there. What is this saying? Mikey is claiming he can't be racist because he feels his group doesn't political power. Doesn't have. Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah. That's different. That's different than feeling superior / inferior. So let me do it with all the autocorrects here. Mikey is claiming he can't be racist because he feels his group doesn't have political power. That's different, that feeling / inferior. See, this isn't about politics. This is about society. And there's societal roles and things that you're really not taking into account. Like, I can't oppress you. I can't deny you a bank loan. I can't remove in Texas, I can't remove your legislators from you that you selected. I can't do that to you. And I also don't support the system that would do that to you. The ism of that, I don't support it. I'm not a racist. I don't believe in racism against anyone for any reason. It seems like you have a couple of carve-outs. But that's you. Let's watch these very non-racists over here in Ohio. Vivek Ramaswamy is doing the thing, and now he's doing the Q&A. Okay, buddy. Okay. All right. I tried. I tried to give you a lesson. I gave you the whole finale. I tried to break it down for you. I can't. It's already broke down. It's broken. It's broke it down.
God and faith. And there were some men that come up here and they ask you about your Hindu religion. But my suspicion is if they didn't mention that, you would have omitted who that God was throughout the course of the entire lecture. And most of the people in this room here would leave thinking you were talking about the only true God, Jesus Christ. And God has a name, and Hinduism is a wicked pagan religion. And it's completely incompatible with America. Most everyone in this entire room is a Christian. They believe in Jesus Christ. And you've attempted to create...
Look at Vivek's face.
He was like, oh, man.
Look at his face.
He is nonplussed about that.
This dude's just like, look, brown guy. You keep talking about God, but you know you're talking about the dirty little pagan God.
And Hinduism is a wicked pagan religion. And it's completely incompatible with America. Most everyone in this entire room is a...
He's questioning right now, is this worth it?
Yeah. Man, we told Vivek, man, he's too brown.
They're never gonna love you. Same. Where's Nikki Haley, by the way?
Yeah.
Christian, they believe.
Nikki.
I like how he got little brothered by fucking Elon.
He's like, I'm here to watch over. He's like, you go get my drugs and shut the fuck up.
In Jesus Christ, and you've attempted to create this parallel. However tenuously between Christian principles, Christian moral principles, and these Hindu values. And you look in sacred scripture and you see that all the gods of the Gentiles are devils, and there's only one name under heaven.
Oh, and by the way, the tone policing is hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. There are fucking Nazis marching down the street. But yeah, I should really be careful of not upsetting the whites. Be mad is my... From now on, it's be mad. Be mad.
Heaven that can give you salvation. So my big question is, and you've talked about being forthright and transparent. My suspicion is that you would have omitted who that God was when you were speaking here tonight, had you not explicitly been asked about Hinduism. So my challenge, I guess, to you going forward would be to say who this God is. Is it Wahaguru, the one that was blasphemously prayed to at the RNC? Is it one of these other Hindu deities, or is it our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? So that's my question and challenge to you.
And if you thought that the right one...
Shout out to Mr. Waters for Reese Waters for the clip. There's your boy Nick Fuentes. Hate to see it.
Oh boy. All right, Mikey, we do have to wrap up because I do have to go.
Okay.
But I just want to say to some of the people in our chat, you might want to look up some definitions and come back with some real answers, because that ain't it. That ain't it.
And guess what? I'm still gonna fight for the right to have fucking healthcare anyway. I'm still going to fight for accountability for their representatives and mine anyway. I'm still going to want our tax money spent properly anyway. I'm still going to look out for the little guy anyway. So what y'all say has little effect on what my mission is, which is to help Americans, because we have been getting fucking shafted by both parties for our entire like growing up till now. It's just been excuse after excuse and hijacking after hijacking.
Tons. You're hilarious. No, but we say this all the time. We want everyone to have free health insurance. We want everyone to have
healthcare.
Yeah, free healthcare. We want everyone to have a sustainable food system. We want everyone to have equal treatment by the law. Like, we want everyone to have all these things that people should have. Like, healthcare is a human right.
Go back and watch all of our Biden episodes during his presidency where we ripped his ass up for not doing enough. But everyone just assumes that we just got here and shit.
Food security is a human right. Everyone should be able to eat and live and without fear of like not getting enough nutrition. Like, there's no such thing as illegal people. That's crazy.
Especially when they don't even know the fucking process.
And you said it the entire show. Both Republican and Democratic administrations fucked up our immigration system, and it needs to be fixed.
And our economy,
and
our farms, and our waters and our lands. Like, both sides have been not doing the fucking right thing. If you thought that this was a fucking Democrat show, fucking pay attention, dude. Like, I don't understand how to. Like, we don't carry water for these people. Because you want to whitewash fucking definitions, and you only want to listen to certain scholars when it comes to societal issues in the country that I was born in, that my mom went to segregated school in, that my granny sharecropped on, that her parents sharecropped on, and then we came over here. Like, I have my history down, dude. Fuck out of here.
We didn't even get to talk about how the Supreme Court's about to gut whatever's left of the Voting Rights Act.
And refer to clip 7 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
When you fuck these farmers over and they can't vote you out, that ain't going to be a black person, urban person. It's not going to be a racist issue. It's not going to be a race problem.
I mean, I forget who says it in our chat all the time. It might be Kay, but it's a class issue. It's about.
It's always been a class issue. But they're on the red team and they got the red jerseys, so they get to yell at the blue team. Bitch, I ain't got no jersey on.
And the enemy is the oligarchy.
But hey, the left is losing. No, bitch, you just lost $40 billion.
Given Argentina.
You just paid the soybean farmers' #1 competitor $40 billion. You just funded a genocide. And you want to act like I want to support that. And I'm the racist. And white people in the chat, I know y'all rock with us and this, that, and the third. But y'all need to understand some very important things about me and about this network. If you are not well informed on issues, you probably should not get into the gladiators arena. Tim has several degrees in political science. I have been every day learning as much as I can about this country and about how it works since 2014. Since when I was in St. Louis when the Ferguson riots started, the protests and shit, in the slaying of Michael Brown. So I have a weird brain. So I have since 2014 till yesterday in my brain of all the times that this side did that and this side did this. And if you think I picked one side to be on other than the people, you have not been watching this broadcast. We only care about the people here. Fuck the politicians.
Yeah.
We even said it Tuesday. As soon as there's a fucking shutdown of the government, everybody has to run for their office again.
Yeah.
What Democrat is saying that? What Republican is saying that? We are on the people's side. And
Yeah.
if you want to be a tool for whatever side you want to be on, that's your fucking call. Anyway.
And don't forget to drink your mead.